going on, everybody? I don't know who's here, but welcome. I don't know what time it is for you. Could be the future. Could be the past. It's definitely a different place. It's not here. Hello. So what's it looking like in your part of this wacky, wild adventure we call this world? Every day you get up and you just go, okay, maybe this circus, this whole charade, the show of the world is going to change. Well, it does change. It alters, and you think it can't get stupider or funnier or more absurd. Like we are well beyond a circus. It's absurd, and we do know that the media they oftentimes make up stories or exaggerate or whatever. There tends to be a little bit of let's say truth in these things, but we know across the board it's pretty much hogwash. But you kind of assume that are we in like a simulation or is this real or what the hell is this? I mean, it's real because you're experiencing it, right? So hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're getting a kick out of it, a little laughter. But you get up and you go, okay, I'm to the point where nothing's really surprising in the past year or more. It's not surprising anymore. It's surprising in the sense, oh, that's weird. It's not crazier. It's just a different kind of crazy. But it's the fact that everything is so nutso. It's so completely bizarre. We live in this really bizarre world. It's well beyond. You know how people dress in the Hunger Games. It's worse than that. It's they're you got these people that are they're supposed to be celebrities. They're supposed to be role models. Except for I would never want anybody to be like those people act. And there's nothing to celebrate about them. They say they're stars, like they're brought down from like a higher form of the energy of the stars, which I don't see either because they're not playing that part very well. Um, it's amusing. It's confusing, but I don't know. I'd like to read a couple. I'd like to read a story. The first thing that just popped up. I don't know how this popped up on my news feed. I don't remember what I was looking for, but this is what I found, which doesn't make any. I'm. This is from today, August 29th. Today, August 29th? No, no, it's from yesterday. Excuse me. It's from yesterday. This is old news right now. 5:30 in the morning. Mr. Dustin Jones wrote this for NPR. What does that stand for? Not the Public Relations or National Public Radio. That's right. Okay, whatever the hell it is. Whatever the news is. I remember I used to listen to NPR. Maybe 20 years ago, I would listen to college stations and NPR to listen to jazz and experimental music and whatever colleges were listening to, and NPR for all the classical music and the good jazz. And, so you got some Harrison Keeler with some wonderful fireside chats like those, the Prairie Home Companion and great storytelling. And, the news was all whatever. Anyways, so now we're here. We're here. So I guess that was probably in the odd to say it. Probably that I listened to that in the 20th century. We're in the 21st century, 2022, apparently, according to fake ass Gregorian calendar, which probably has 1,000 years stuck in there. So probably in the year 1022, if even we are able to decipher something. I don't know. Who knows? Point is, maybe like 20 years ago. That's probably what I was listening to. Now I'm reading this. I want to read this thing to you guys. I don't know who's here. What is up, Leanne? You like the intro? Were you talking about the beginning, or just me talking? But I want to read this. This is amazing. This is what our overlords think of us, or something. I don't know. That's as long overlooked. This is the news. This came up in my newsfeed. This is really strange. And see if you can. Here's what I'm trying to get at. I'm guessing this story is true. I'm guessing there is a person that did this. I'm guessing it was not like as in most media. There's some handlers and prompting and da da da. But most people are already so far gone that this is how their brain might function. And here's the story. Long overlooked, Oregon's Swastika Mountain may have a new name soon. Okay, that's all right. And in case anybody doesn't, let's just review something here. The word swastika it's a very old, ancient symbol, and even the word doesn't mean some evil thing. It just means it's symbol, and whether it goes clockwise or counterclockwise, we're not going to debate that right here. Or just because it's referenced one place, we're not gonna go there. But apparently, this person wants to, even though if you go to many cultures, we go to Hinduism and all that stuff. There's that symbol is everywhere, as well it should be, because it's a sun symbol, it's a good luck symbol, it's all sorts of things. But we associate with one spooky evil boo. Here's what it says: Mount Swastika is located in a remote part of the Umpqua National Forest outside of Eugene, Oregon. Named after a local cattle ranch in the early 1900s, the mountain is not well known in the state, and now it is, until recently. The mountain will likely be renamed Mount Halo. Halo, which oddly enough, interesting. What does a halo do? After a local tribal leader. So a star symbol, a sun symbol, swastika is not okay, because we're going to associate that with evil and a little stupid little mustache, and I mean Walt Disney. I mean not Walt Disney, Hitler. Or didn't they play the same guy? Ooh, let's not get into that. But we're going to turn to Halo. Okay, Swastika Mountain in Oregon's Umpqua National Forest is in the process of being renamed after hearing the moniker for over a century. It's a moniker. Due to its remote location, the mountain and its name have largely gone unnoticed until now. Joyce McLean first heard of Swastika Mountain after reading about two hikers who were rescued from the peak in January. The 81-year-old couldn't believe the mountain could still bear that name in 2022. So she decided to do something about it, because she needed to. She needs to. And quote, this is her quotes: "People need to come forward and take action when they see something that isn't right or needs to be changed, because one person can make a difference. And this shows how that is so true," McLean told NPR. She reached out to the Oregon Historical Society and its Oregon Graphic Names Board, filling out the paperwork to propose a new change. Oh, a name change, excuse me. Carrie Timchuk, executive secretary at the Historical Society, said McLean is the first person he knows of to submit a request for the mountain. It's not a very well-known mountain, and frankly, I didn't know there was one, Timchuk told NPR. It's a national forest, not accessible to many people like Mount Hood. Well, we got to watch out for the hood. Hey, should we rename that? Are we talking about the hood like a vagina, or the hood like the ghetto? Or like the hood like the... Maybe we should name that. We got to rename that. Anybody want to fill out the paperwork? Mount Hood. They could be talking about them, those white supremacists that put the white hoods on. What are they called? Aren't they like some hate group or something? Those white nationalist people. That's hood. I think that's bad. Or I could be against the hood from any major city where all of the melanated folk live. They got gangs there. We got to get rid of the Mount Hood. Or Mount St. Helen. I don't know who Helen was. I don't know if she was a saint. Not every saint did something good. We know that. It's not very well known throughout the state. The vast majority of people likely never even knew it was there. They didn't even know swastikas existed. He said that the mountain and nearby town were named Swastika in the early 1900s, long before the Nazis, whatever, that whole thing, long before that, after a local ranch that bore the name and used the symbol to brand cattle. According to the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum, which obviously came after the symbol, because the symbol was first. It's kind of like people are scared of the number 13. You're scared of a number. You don't know how symbols work. Symbols do not specifically mean good or bad, or you just apply that you think, okay, so because the Holocaust came after. the Holocaust. You know that thing? Okay. The symbol signified well-being in multiple ancient societies across the world until it was co-opted by the evil, nasty Adolf, the devil Hitler. Sounds like a wrestler or something. He should be in the WWF. Despite its innocent origin stories, well, it wasn't innocent because in no sense would be in there's no sense about it. That's where the word innocence comes from. The symbolic, the symbol for the swastika, which is everywhere, all plastered all over the world, was there for good luck, for a sun symbol, power, energy. It was a powerful symbol, and it meant good things, good tidings. Despite its innocent, which it wasn't, its powerful origin story, Tim Chuck said that it's important to consider what a geographic feature is called and what the name represents. So no, they're going to choose the name to represent something bad. This is as dumb and ignorant as the stupid ass white people that came out and wanted to get to the Washington Redskins symbology, and they want to take culture appropriation. No one's bitching about that except for corny ass white people. That's for real. These Native Americans, you go talk to them, they were happy to have their symbol on a national football team. Like, they didn't take it as derogatory. They said, wow, we're represented within the whole NFL. There's 30 teams there, and we got there's us. And they just erased it. So they erased the history of them even being here. Oh, didn't we already try that once? Yeah, good job. Now we're gonna change what the swastika means and erase that. So now we just think it means something evil. So now if somebody has that symbol, I know people that are dot Indian, those people that have tattoos of swastikas, but because the reference, if they come here and somebody sees it, they think they're Nazi, they're hateful. No, that's the symbol of how far back do we got to go with this. This kind of idiocy is just mind-boggling. What kind of foolishness is this? Well, this has been used for good all this time, and one person used it for something bad, so we can never use that again. Do not speak of the evil things that somebody. Oh, what we name things are features, reflect history, but also reflect values. And as history changes, so do values. Wait, as history changes, so do values? Motherfucker, history doesn't change. History is what it is. Just because you misrepresent it or misguide it or misstate it or change it doesn't mean it changes. Facts remain facts. The truth remains the truth, but changing history doesn't actually alter history except for people's perception of it. It doesn't change the actuality of things. So as history changes, so he's changing history now, he has the capacity to change history. Okay. So why change it to something where we're restrictive and we get rid of something? Why not change? How about this? Can we change it back to the history? Because before it was the swastika, if we go back a little farther, it was something powerful and good and a symbol of growth and prosperity. So let's go to that history. How about that? Let's change the history back to that. You fucking cucks. You know what I'm saying? Am I misspeaking here because I called somebody a cuck because that's what they seem to be doing? They seem to be cucking the wrong ideas. and certainly something bearing the name swastika in 1903 is different than in 2022. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's your perception of that. A cymatic reference to a star is a star is a star. How you view the star is up to you. That's your perception. That has nothing to do with the actual symbol itself. If I gave you a house, it's a house. Just because you happen to use it for a whorehouse doesn't mean that no one should be able to use a house, you dumb shit stains. Change it, and you just change it the way that you want it so that way people can perceive your idiotic perception of what things are. Fucking morons, dude. Bearing the name swastika in 1903 is different than in 2022. No, it isn't. It depends on your location. It depends on your stupidity. It depends on your learnings. It depends on your how you culturally define things. When it's been associated with such an evil person and evil ideology, one person, one ideology versus the lengthy history that is plastered all over the world for meaning something good. Because one person, okay, so let's get rid of knives. Because I know the knife will protect things, will cut vegetables, I can cut material. I can have scissors so I can cut material and make bed sheets. It's all sorts of good stuff. But guess what? It kills people too. So let's never use knives again. Get rid of knives. It's kind of fucking moronic behavior. It just makes me go. I don't get mad. I get mad for a split second. I go, people are just that dumb. People are so brain dead and lost and confused. I feel sorry for these fucking people. But it does have an effect on people in the sense that I'm sitting here having to read this just lowest common denominator that even a 4-year-old would be like, if someone read this and like, what kind of idiot wrote that? Yeah. The Historical Society and its board are considering renaming it Mount Halo, named after Chief Halito. Halo is not Halito, I don't think, but whatever. It was a chief. Cool. Okay. I wonder if it was the actual Native American chief, or if it got changed to whenever they hybridized with the white other folk that came in, and now they don't actually have the true history of whatever Chief Halito. I wonder what his lineage is. Just a question. I don't know. Of the Yankala Kalapuya tribe. Now, they're going to name it after that tribe, but wouldn't he have a say in it if he's still alive to go, well, actually, that swastika is part of our history too? And why would I change it to my name when my name is meaning, nothing in comparison to what that symbol actually means? Okay, let's do this. So, named after Chief Halito of the Yankala Kalapuya tribe, McLean, who had proposed that it be renamed to Umpqua Mountain, withdrew her suggestion, believing Halo to be better fit for the mountain. So now this McLean person, we're gonna just cower to this 81-year-old who actually was born prior to when she was born. The swastika meant something good. I wonder what association. And now she just waits until 2022 to have a fucking problem with it. She didn't have a problem in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s, and 2010s. For those 70 years, she didn't have one thing to say. Now, all of a sudden, it's a fucking problem. The name of a fucking mountain that nobody knew about, she can have a problem with and change and prescribe her falsified history and narrative to one source of one bad guy, and that even might be a little weird history to study too. If you really got into that whole thing, that might be a weird thing. But we're not gonna take the swastika at face value for what it's worth, and we're not gonna study the history of that symbol at all. We're just gonna get rid of it. The problem with censorship, that's the problem. Board members will vote on the name change in a December meeting after a 60-day comment period and gathering input from tribal authorities in the state. From there, the request will be submitted to the U.S. Board on Geographic Names for final approval. Oh. Now, this is just one one-off story of some complete ridiculousness. Now, imagine how many stories like that occur every single day with people that don't get as much traction, but are saying and doing and believing this kind of inane nonsense. What's up, Skull? You got a mandala with 4 swastikas tattooed on it. Yeah, Skull, because I'm guessing because you're an evil person and you believe that we should start burning people at stakes and throwing them off of cliffs, and everyone's evil, and you're a hateful, spiteful, mean person, and you got those because you believe in only white power and no one else should exist. That's what I'm guessing, huh, buddy? I know, and the fun, yeah, there you go. And if anybody wants to get slick with it, it's not even a mountain. It's almost certainly a melted building. But Are we ready for that talk yet? Mm, man, what a fucking yeah. I see a 4 swastikas. That means you have 4 times the hate in your heart, man. 4 times the hate. I wonder if there's any way to counterbalance that hate that you have. Is there any way? Can we get a what stands for something good? How about a heart symbol? Or is that gonna mean you're? I mean, it depends on the color of the heart, I guess. I mean, the heart these days should be, it should be tattooed for heart disease because most people have heart disease. Oh, the crap they're eating. Or people just could be diseased of heart because if you were to look around you, it'd be pretty easy to have a broken or diseased heart looking at this facsimile of reality right now. Whatever's going on in the world, you'd be like, how can you even? Like the only things you could like, it's like everybody is well beyond trained and like it's like I don't know what love means. Everybody knows I'm gone on this tangent many times because it's overused. But I feel more sorry for things. I feel like oh, that's the way I feel. Like I feel like you ever stepped on a puppy's foot and they you're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And you feel sorry. You're like, oh, I feel so bad about that. Or you ever see something that just gets injured that shouldn't. I mean, you might have nothing to do with it, and you just feel bad about it. That's how I feel about most people. Like you stood no chance. You stood no chance in this reality to to even express any kind of heartfelt emotions. Like these people are like the NPC robotic kind of whatever the hell is going on here. I don't know. The only thing you can really have any sort of love for, I guess, would be like what like animals, wild animals. I can't even, I don't know how to like I have this overarching, there's the 4 types of love. Is that what C.S. Lewis is, the 4 types of love? The love you have for humanity as a whole, the love that you have for your parents, the love that you have for a significant other, and the love that you have for what is it? The love for a child, the love for parents, the love for your significant other, and the love for a general humanity. Is that the 4? C.S. Lewis. Anybody want to figure that one out? I think those are a standard though. But it's so I have that overarching love for people, of course, like that, like unconditional. I love you. I just don't have to like you. That's the thing. Liking someone is a difficult thing. Most of these people are not likable. They're not like worthy. Most people don't. Most people don't have redeeming qualities. Like, could you imagine being in a conversation with the person that wants to rename Swastika Mountain? There would be no, like, what I'm saying and what they're saying. They would be insulted. They'd be flabbergasted that I would even say what I said and not even take into account what I'm saying because they couldn't logically process what I'm saying and how ridiculous what they're saying is. They'd be so emotionally invested into the idiocy because they're obviously so invested in it. 81 years old, they're going to go and rename a mountain to save the world from the word swastika. Do you see how simple we make this? They're going to save the world from a mountain being called swastika, so no one has to hear that again and go, that mountain's a Nazi. That mountain supports Hitler. But if I just give it a different name, and my 81 years on this planet, I did nothing during the 50s, 60s, 70s, but I'm going to make sure that. Why don't they just name it Mount McLean, Mount whatever her name or his name or whatever, name it after her. Then we can go, well, why would we name it after her? Well, as the story goes, it used to be called Swastika Mountain, and she at 81 needed to change the world. This unknown mountain range somewhere in the middle of nowhere that nobody knows about. She really was. She heard a call from God, from Jesus himself, and decided we need to fill out the paperwork and get this name changed on this mountain because That swastika, the word swastika is hurting people. It is damaging people's psyche. It's throwing cannon fodder at people. It is insulting them. It's throwing racial slurs. It has machine guns. It's shooting people. It's throwing, it's burning people. It's on fire. If we change the name, no one can ever be hurt by the word swastika ever again, despite the fact of its actual meaning, value, and historical significance of what a swastika is. I mean, what? Hey, what's up, Parsival? Thank you for. Here we go. So, if anybody would like to know this, Parsival has given me the absolute correct meaning. I'm pretty sure. I knew of a variant of this, but it's close to it. Swa means the self, and asti means good. Tika means a sign. So swa, asti, tika means the sign of the good self. Sign of good self. And as I was saying earlier, it means a sign of luck or the sun. You are the sun. You are good. You are good. There's a swastika. That's what it means. She wants to get rid of the sign of good self. I've got a heart with crossed bones in my chest. It looks like a faded. It looks like a KFC takeaway. You got chicken. You got chicken bones on your heart. Mount your mom. Mount your mom. I like it. It's like mount. Yeah, that's good. Mount your mom. Creating a new universe. Why does revenge feel so good? I don't know that it does. I think it's kind of like the same way of getting something out of you. Kind of like you ever heard that idea that if you really have something to say to somebody, you write it down and you just burn it. Just you get it out of you. You go to the gym, you're angry, you punch something. The general sense is the ability to express something. Usually, revenge is a dish best served cold. That means you meditated on it too long, you become psychotic. But you need to get it out of you. See, most people don't, because most people don't go through like they don't like conflict. Conflict resolution happens immediately. If someone talks shit with me, when someone talks shit, I talk shit immediately. It gets out of me. I'm done with it. Afterwards, I have a joke with them, a smoke with them, a beer with them. Who cares? As long as you deal with that, whatever it is, right then, there is no necessary what you'd call revenge. It's this momentary exchange of energy. But when somebody holds on to something and they must get revenge, the band I used to listen to is called She Wants Revenge. Good shit. It's people holding on to something that they need to expend or expel that energy. They could turn it into something creative. That revenge could be, have you ever seen these people that they'll watch people throwing garbage out their windows of their cars or leaving trash everywhere? And instead of, some people, I find it appropriate, they'll go and pick the garbage up and throw it back in the person's car. They want conflict. They want all the beef. They want all the smoke. And good for them. Teach that person a lesson. Let's find out. I like that. But then there's also the people that their revenge is taking all that garbage and turning into a piece of art. And I've seen somebody that consistently seen somebody put their garbage out in front of like 7-Eleven or something. There's a garbage can right there, and they just drop it out of there. So every day he'd be coming to the 7-Eleven or a gas station just about the same time. They went to work around the same time. So he picked up whatever they would drop every day and made a sculpture, and then gave it to them. And that was his revenge. But I think it just comes down to an expression of energy. And people store up revenge through you masticate something in your mind, you keep replaying it, and it builds up this tension and this anxiety or whatever that you need to do something about it. Like, what do you think revenge is? That woman that we were just talking about, the swastika mountain, she finds so much hatred and disgust with something to do with that. that's built up that she's 81 now, that her revenge or what she needs to do is she goes, spends all this energy to go fill out paperwork, NPR, we got to change the amount. I'm doing something about that. It's in the same way. I mean, I'm assuming you're saying somebody did something ill to you, so now you need to go repay the favor. I think repaying an ill deed after too long of time is too calculated, and it's psychopathic and sociopathic. If someone's ever wronged me, it's pretty much like if somebody owes you money or someone, you get it back immediately, or you just go fuck it. That's just what it is. Why hold on to that? You know, that's not your baggage to hold. You know what I'm saying? That's going to weigh you down. You can't walk around with A, resentment, or B, some sort of revenge. You know, the R words: revenge, resentment. You know, or even the B words, the vendetta. You know, you can't. That becomes your focus rather than doing something delightful and prosperous for you or anybody else for that matter. You carry that along. That's baggage, man. You gotta get rid of that shit. How many people have wronged me in my life? Fucking more than I could count, more than I care to count, because I just, it's just like whenever I spend money, I'm not gonna have buyer's remorse. I've wasted so much money on shit that makes no sense. I've given away things that I should not have given away. Yeah, but I did, and okay, I accept it. Fuck it. I like, oh, what did you do yesterday? I went to the bar, spent $100. Like, I didn't, but I've done this. You know, we've all done this. And you're like, why did you just drop the $100 on a frog? Like, for what? You could have just got a 12-pack at home and, you know, gone out for a little bit. Like, nah, that's what I did. Bought these people drinks, had a good time. That's what it was. And I don't sit there going, oh man, the next 3 days, 4 days. That would be the same as going, hey, this person fucking, you know, spit in my face, punched me, fucking stole from me. Who the fuck cares? Get over it. This show is like a grown-up Mr. Rogers. Interesting. I suppose it is. Do I have a shoe that I kick off? Yeah, if Mr. Rogers was always had a drink in hand and a spliff, maybe that'd be funny. I could do a remodel the show. We could do a upgraded version of Mr. Rogers. It'll be like you know, like Gangster Jesus. He's calling him Gangster Jesus. Like an offshoot of Mr. Rogers, where it's just a little bit of trashiness, a little bit of ghetto-ness, a little bit of a lot of education, a lot of humor. Yeah, that's the thing is, when I type this way, or if people hear me talk, and I'm like, yeah, of course I can type and talk proper King's English. I'm probably more apt and capable of dismantling and reconstructing English language, like more so than you, more than most people in any room at any point in time, and I can speak like that if need be. But to speak to the general people that I want to talk to and the people that will listen, and how to speak without sounding like a fucking complete jackass, it's always tighten this up. Let's fuck with the syntax and semantics all day, and we've got to order these words. No, that's not how I talk, and it shouldn't be. That's not how people are going to listen either. So that's how I talk. You like it, you like it. You don't. But you're gonna understand what I say, even if it's not quite the way you want to hear it. Like, what? Why would I go about using the same patterns and the pitter and pattering, the poetic way of the way that I do it, versus let's just do it in the order that everybody else did. Let's write a sentence this way, the paragraph this way, and then sound and homogenize everything to be exactly like this. Well, apparently that shit ain't working. Apparently that's caused society to become what it has, cogs in the wheel, the homogenized version of what self should be. And I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in samesies. Sameness is boring. You gotta there's variety and flavor, and the world is full of different flowers and smells and sounds and textures and tastes. And why speak the same? Well, I speak the same all the time. I mean, sometimes I will speak that way. Sometimes I'll speak this way. Sometimes you can talk to a puppy and you change your voice. Sometimes you got to do that. You can't just always talking this way. What kind of weird shit is that? Speaking of puppies, I'm watching this show called Wild Babies. I was watching it yesterday. Oh, why did I ask again later? No, don't ask me ever again. And it's all of these wild animals and that are giving birth to things, and then well, I don't know that I haven't really seen them give birth, but I think it's just like the babies and how they learn. It's pretty interesting. So, we have any more stories on NPR? Kind of dumb shit's going on here. My favorite is people that you know the know-it-alls. They think they know something, but they're really far from knowing anything. They're just good. They're good at repeating things. Like people that go to college and get a good grade, and they think because they were able to regurgitate information that they're smart. What they never question is whether or not the information they're repeating is valid. Can they verify the knowledge that they have? And most of them can't. But they're good at repeating things. Well, I read this study. Oh, did you read the other 400 studies? Well, they didn't have time to. Well, no, I didn't. But this one is the one that I know it's good because I that's the one that goes in line with what I was taught. So, if you ever see, I've seen it happen 1,000 times. This is how my grandma made it, and that's how my mom made it. Well, it sucks, and it's still wrong. I don't care how they cooked. It's not good food. I don't care what that's kind of, why are you doing it that way? That's difficult. It's silly because that's the way they did it. Just because somebody did it a certain way doesn't mean it's the best, the right, the most, you know? There's plenty of people that can't cook that believe they can because somebody in their family cooked. Well, that's the way they did it. Well, sorry, they're jackasses. We're too busy following the ass in front of us, thinking that they know better. Okay, sure. Oh wow! I wish you guys could see this. I can't. Oh, yesterday I put. I didn't put it on, but I asked someone to put it on, and they put on a film on here for like 30 seconds. It was Crank with Jason Statham. Can't do that. Can't so I can't put this on because it might say I can't do that. It'll block my. It'll give me a copyright. Anyway, so there's these monkeys. They're in Taiwan and these giant temples. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, they are instruction manual people. Yeah. Hey, I mean, if there is certainly if I go buy a piece of IKEA furniture, I'm gonna look at the instruction. There's an order and way to do that, right? Certainly, there's some things that require that, but for the majority of life, it's kind of figured out. It's like what would you do if you didn't have an instruction manual? What do you do then? Could you figure it out? Then you're in for it, right? I mean, imagine getting some furniture that you got to put together, and you're so clueless you couldn't just maybe figure that out. You couldn't figure out how to put those drawers together, like what piece goes where. I don't know. I don't know how this works. But most people are like that. They would have to like call up the 1-800 number. You got to send me an instruction manual. I don't know how to do this. So I'm going through these NPR headlines here. Should I do that? Should I start like another channel and I'll just review today's news? Oh, as a little reminder for people here, this is what I've done for a while to kind of earn an income to make sure that I'm not homeless, and that I can keep doing this and educate people and put shows together and, have a, I don't eat that much, have a beer here and there, et cetera, pay for my phone, da, da, da. And if you want to donate to that cause because I'm funny or educational or whatever, you can do that. CashApp, PayPal, Venmo, it's in the description box, TsarXen. And there's my email if you need help with anything specific. There's my WordPress for some old writings that I did back to 2012. And then there's my 8th installment of my Instagram, because my earlier ones, which I had, which were pretty big, they got shut down because I apparently said something. They're posting something that Instagram did not like. And that happened 8 times in a row. So I'm in my 8th one. So if you want to, you can always say hello there. I don't really post or do anything too against the grain. I just goofy little memes and people I get to talk to on there. Say hello during the day. That's the easiest way to get hold of me. Also, a friend of mine put me onto this. It's like here's an easy way to earn a couple extra bucks, but it's so it requires so much of my attention and work, and the pay is so absurd. It's like a kick right in the crotch. That it pays amounts to about $3 to $4 an hour. Yeah. So as inflation goes up and cost of living goes up, and now I'd rather do this. And funny enough, if I were to do that, I'd earn more money sometimes doing that than I do for entertaining and educating everybody on here. It's kind of weird. I mean, sometimes I make a good deal, and some people help me out very kindly and generously on here. That's a for sure. I've plenty of times I get hooked up on here. People really show a lot of love, but other times I'm just like, damn. But anyways, this thing basically it's like reviewing stuff and music and other things, and the pay is just it. You got to write a giant ass review, and you got to listen to really bad music. I'm just like, whoa. It feels like, damn. Shouldn't that pay be going up as inflation goes up? Isn't there like some sort of minimum wage for doing anything? Like it almost costs me money to do it. Honestly, like every hour I spend doing that, if I were to make $3, it takes away an hour of my time. I could be investing in myself, educating and doing a show, doing all sorts of things that might actually add to the world and not detract. Like I got to plug my phone in, so that's costing me a little bit of dough, right? And then like everything that goes into like cost of doing that, I don't know, man. Is that what I'm worth these days? Is this what the world's telling me? My time, I'm worth $3 an hour. I don't know, man. I mean, is it easy? No, it's actually not. I have to write out so many words, and it can't be the same as what I wrote last time. So I got to actually think about listening to this much 2 minutes worth of music, and half of it is shit. So I have to like let 2 minutes of just garbage music go to my head, and I have to vomit out how bad I have to go. Yeah, well, I'm being honest here. This music is dog shit. I'm like, how many times can you say over the course of a day? If I were to work an entire day, 8 hours, $3 an hour, 24. I make $25 to comment on how many things to just go. I've just listened to the same song 600 times in a row. Or what's the math? 20 times 8. Wow, that's 160. So I do like 160. Listen to 160 2-minute snippets of songs in a row, and they're all fucking trash. And I find a couple good ones, and just continually change a couple words in how I want to write. This song is not that good. It's just another lame pop song. There's nothing new here. That's my opinion. How many different ways can I write that? And you're giving me $3 for an hour of my time to keep writing that over and over again. Yeah, that's interesting. What's up, Brandon? Quack quack, motherfucker. Yeah, I haven't really got to see the ducks lately, which is troubling. I miss my duck gang. Because I've been kind of sickly and my foot hurts. So I can't really walk that well. And I don't want to put any. I don't want to put extra pressure on an injured foot because I used to do that, and I'd rather let it heal. So I'm kind of stuck inside. I haven't got to do any duck things. Here, speaking of music, listen to one song of mine while I go grab some ice because I'm a little warm right now, and my air conditioning works for shit in this apartment. So give me a second. I'm right back, yo. What's up, everybody? You are gold, gold standing. AU isn't AU gold. What about my nostrils? Curious. So my AC stays on 100% of the time, and it's set to 68, which doesn't even matter. And it has not been off the entire summer because it never gets to anywhere near that. Today, it's 82 degrees in my apartment. Yes, I am sweating a little bit. There's not much to do about it. I go complain. Like I don't. My apartment's so awesome that they don't fix anything ever. They'll say they fixed it and they don't. I've had I've had like five things I put. Hey, can you fix this? Never gets done. In fact, from last year when hurricane happened, my window's still broken. Did nothing about it. They haven't finished the building. The little things that I need fixed. Hey, you got to put a thing in. I go to the office and they're like, oh, you got to put a service request in, and I do, and then all of a sudden I get an email back, oh, your service was serviced. I'm like, no, I asked for a light bulb, but there's no new light bulb. I asked for something fixed in my kitchen, doesn't get fixed. I asked for like, no, they just say they do it, they don't do it. And now I'm gonna ask for my air conditioner fixed. No, not gonna happen. So live with it, I guess, huh? I ain't complaining. I'm just saying, still a roof over my head, still better than. I like the heat. It'd be better if there was a little cooler. If it was a little cooler in here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's have a beer on ice. Should I put some hot sauce in here? I got lime juice, hot sauce. What else do I need to make a michelada? It's hot sauce, lime juice. Rim it with the Mexican spice stuff, which I do not have. I guess I could order some. What else? What else do you need for a michelada? Where, do they use Worcestershire? Worcestershire? They use that in there? Yeah. Could you use soy sauce in that? That's, I mean, it's Asian, but I don't know what the fuck are we talking about. Let's go this way. Hey, there's me again. Welcome. Welcome back. I wish I could go outside and do this from public landscape. But like I said, I'm still on the meds, man. Still on the mend. It's not so much my thyroid anymore, even though I can still tell it's not perfect. It's still a little bit, still get a little taste of the infection, thyroid infection. And I'm pretty certain it's from a spider bite that I got that fucked me up for a couple of days, and then I think it kind of got stuck in there. But it's almost better. But it's my foot. Fuck my foot up. It all happened at the same time too. Yeah, this life of sin. Here in this life of sin. What's that song by your boy? Um Dust in a Baggie. In this life of sin. What the hell is his name? Anybody knows Dust in a Baggie, you know the song. I don't know if that's what you're referring to when you said this life of sin. J and B. What you talking about? J and B? Joakim and Boaz? Like a J and a beer? I mean like a smoke and a I'm trying to see what you're saying, the J and the B. The J's and the B's, the Jungle Brothers? Just riffing here. I don't know. I don't know what J and B is. Like J and B, like the drink. What are you all snapping right now? Who the hell was the? Who the hell was the? Who the hell did that song? That's in a baggie. Not good. No, okay, Super Champion. I didn't think so. But Worcestershire. I thought that maybe Jay Z and whatever. What's that have to do with anything? Is that the? No, I was talking about Dust in a Baggie by it's a country bluegrass by I think Super Champion knows who it is. Dust in a Baggie, you know who it is. And soy sauce, I didn't think would work because it's definitely too salty. But there's a couple. The Worcestershire has a little bit of sourness and a little bit of smokiness. Joaquin Boaz. I still want to see the J and the B. I don't know. I was just going through. Oh, for the Michelatas. Yeah. Michelada is the rim with the smoked chipotle. Well, I mean, a base of that red stuff is like smoked chipotle, I think, and salt and lime. Like I have like liquid smoke. I could make an ad hoc version. That's what I was looking for. Spice up this beer. I mean, legitimately, I could. I'm capable. I think of walking today. I could just walk to the store and get the shit, but kind of being lazy. Hmm. What else? What else? What else? You guys want some motivation for the day? What can I help you with? This is instead of calling 411 for help or calling you know the $1.99 a minute hotline for advice. I come to you and I'll give you motivation and advice for the day, and we'll take it from the little book of Zen, and I'll just divine like I was for a little bit yesterday. And this is Robert Pirsig. If you don't know who Robert Pirsig is, then you don't know my name. The Buddha, the Godhead, resides quite as comfortably in the circuits of a digital computer or the gears of a cycle transmission as he does at the top of a mountain or in the petals of a flower. To think otherwise is to demean the Buddha, which is to demean oneself. Allen Ginsberg. Everything is holy, everybody is holy. Everywhere is holy, every day is eternity. Every man is an angel. The Upanishads. As is the human body, so is the cosmic body. As is the human mind, so is the cosmic mind. As is the microcosm, so is the macrocosm. As is the atom, so is the universe. The Tao Te Ching, the Tao Te Ching. We shape the clay into a pot. What its emptiness inside holds whatever it is that we want. If you have Swiss cheese, what happens to the hole when the cheese is gone? Ha ha ha. Lenny Bruce. You guys know Lenny Bruce, comedian, one of the. Yeah. Hey, I think he was a poet too. I think he was out there. Every day people are straying away from church and going back to God. Where should we go here? Oh, this is. I didn't realize there was like chapters in this thing. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. That was Carl Jung. Oh yeah, Super Champ. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that. Uh, there's this chick I used to date, and that was her drink. And so every time I go to her place, it was like she always had V8 on hand, and so we would drink that exact mix. Yep. I do not right now have tomato juice or V8 or Worcestershire, so I'm unable to accomplish that. Yeah, did you ever see there was a special, um, and I'm pretty sure it was Lenny Bruce and Lenny Bruce at the Playboy Mansion, and it's really interesting. So it's like him and Hefner when he's young, black and white. I don't know, maybe they colorize it. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think about this now. And it was just a really interesting talk and dialogue where everybody was just sitting down, having a martini, some chicks, some dudes, and they're just having a, Hef is there smoking his pipe and having a really, really interesting dialogue about things. And Lenny being obviously the comedian and little cuckoo, like out there, bizarre. He brought a little bit of flavor, interesting flavor to that. The general tenure that Hef was always vibing at. It was a really interesting show. I forget what it's called. You could probably find it now. It might have been on HBO. Might have been on one of like Skinamax or something. Might have been on the Playboy channel. I don't fucking know. Look it up. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, you remember like there was. Remember that? Does anybody remember the transition when like Playboy and Hefner? That was the thing. That was just like the thing. And then the internet came around, and then like they showed the Playboy Mansion like a year later after internet porn came out, and they're like, "Here's the old grotto," and it's like fucking diapers and diarrhea in there, and everything's broken, old light switches, and just nothing's working. It's like a dump, and I think Hefner was still living there or something, and just like a broken down shanty. It was like nothing mattered anymore. Like all his whores went to work for somebody else. They're like, oh, we're not making enough money here. Yeah, it was fun living here, but we can go to this fancier place over here, get paid more, and work with these younger guys rather. Oh man, the world is a funny place. When you on the hey, when it's like when you're rich and popping off, and people around you, and then you see going up the mountain who you see going down the mountain, and all of a sudden you ain't got nothing. You see who's still around? Ain't nobody around. It's like the whole idea of just when if you really want to know something, if you're really rich, like say you're worth as much as I am, just play the part of not being rich, being poor, and being stupid and being goofy, and see who's around. You see who actually is your friend. Like, yeah, I don't know what I'm worth. You have no idea. You see me doing this. You see me in this apartment. You don't know where the fuck I live. You don't know what I do. And that I use that as a joke. I mean, obviously, mentally and spiritually, I'm the king of I'm the king of the fucking universe. Obviously, but well, here I don't I don't overdo it. I don't spend too much. I'm a pretty cheap date. I'll be right back. Enjoy the silence for a second. Had to go acquire a little bit of hot sauce. And I didn't have Hey, anybody want to buy me hot sauce? Donate to my hot. This is how I'm living. See, I'm telling you how I'm living. I don't like Taco Bell. I don't even like their hot sauce because it's too vinegary and it makes my butthole hurt. But this is how I'm living. Hot sauce packets. I don't even have actual hot sauce. So if anybody wants to, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, you can buy me actual. It doesn't even have to be really good hot. I mean, it doesn't have to be like expensive hot sauce. Doesn't have the shit. It can just be like a normal. We talked about this the other day. We were talking about hot sauces. It could be one of my favorites, I guess. Louisiana, obviously. Texas Pete, I like a lot. A lot of people think it's too sweet. I like it. Um, the standards, dog. What's up? Oh, there's my link tree too. If you want to, that's an easier way. If you don't want to read all the stuff, you just go to my link tree, and they'll give you links to my stuff that's there. All sorts of ways to find some of the stuff I do. I would say get all your interaction with Zen in now, because if I ever decide to become popular or something, I ain't gonna have time for you motherfuckers no more. Sorry, I'm be off on bathing in gelatin with gold in it, and naked dime pieces, and orgies that would just be me and a bunch of women. Sorry, dudes, you ain't invited. There's only one penis gonna be around here. It's gonna be mine. Uh, the apparition of these faces in the crowd, petals on a wet black bow. Ezra Pound? Yeah, fuck it. Okay, Ezra. Just because you got a funny name. Draw bamboos for 10 years. Become a bamboo, then forget all about bamboos when you are drawing. Interesting. I'm a writer who came from a sheltered life. A sheltered life can be a daring life as well. For all serious daring starts from within. Eudora Welty. Eh, okay, you tried too hard with that one. I don't like contrivances. I don't like when people contrive. Like whenever I write poetry or something, I always have a little feeling that I'm making too much of an effort. That I'm really, if I'm writing for something, like when I used to write, it would be like, all right, instead of using one verb here, I would go, okay, let's do this, and this. Let's use. It's not only wet but soft and mushy. It's not only clean but clarified and obscene. I would go and try to too many allegories and uh, linkages of language that would alliterate things, and I always felt a little bit contrived. I don't like that. Should be more fluent, flowy, fluid, something like that. What the fuck am I talking about? Talking about hot sauce and beer and penguins. Penguins in the snow. Oh, he's a little shivering guy. Oh, make sure. What are they doing? Guys, are you cold? Why are you there? Why are you doing that? Go away from the cold. So this penguin's got the little penguin guy, and he's like just shuffling around the snow. I don't think that's nice. Give them some. Do they want to be in the cold? No, they can't. They probably want to be in the warmth. Penguins probably want to hang out in like Mr. Popper's penguins. Maybe they want to hang out in an island in a beach resort. Maybe they do. How would you know? You ever asked them? I don't know. I've never talked to them. Maybe they just got stuck up there and they'd rather be like, hey, we're from the tropical islands, and then they is it cold here? No, no, I'm watching this thing called Wild Babies, and it's all about wild animals and their children and and their environments they live in, and it's really interesting. It's on Netflix, and I don't have the sound on. I'm just kind of looking. And is it cold here? No, motherfucker. I live in New Orleans. It is it is hot as shit right now. I think it's probably in the 90s outside. It's got to be because inside my house it's 82. I was just talking about I'm sweating in here. I'm dripping. I got my AC on and it's still 82. I bet if I walk over there, it's probably 83 now. It's getting hotter in my house. I like right now. I might have to. I have blackout curtains that I think I literally have to close my blinds, put the blackout curtains just to in any hopes of it being under 80. Oh, and if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest anybody to go check out the show. It's called what did I just say it was? It's called Wild Babies or some shit. What did I just call it? Yeah, Wild Babies. So cute. And then there's also one that is like just called like Animals or something, and it's like it's kind of a sister show to it, accompaniment. If I had a device to translate what animals say, what animals would I pick? Like if I had a limit to like, or which ones would be like I would really like to know what they're saying. Um, well, I mean the obvious ones, right? Because you're interacting with them the most, but at the same time, like a dog, right? But I think I know what a dog's saying. I don't think I need a translator. I can do that just off of original language, off of sign language, off of just energy out of like I think I can do that. I think I can do that with most animals. But if I really want to know what they're saying, of course it's got to be a dog because you interact with them the most. I probably wouldn't want to hear a cat because I think too many of them would be like bitching and whining and moaning and like talking shit. And I don't need to. I don't need to know a cat's talking shit. And I think they do. I think they talk a lot of shit. I would really like to know what ducks are saying. I know how they feel. I know how they respond around me. I know how they respond around other people and food and animals and things. But I want to know exactly what they're saying. I think I know, but I'd like to hear ducks. It's like maybe for me because I hang out with them second most to dogs. Animals that I don't interact with, but I would like to know. Ugly ones. You know what I mean? Like animals that probably don't get enough respect or people are scared of. Like things that seem like they would attack you. I definitely want to know what elephants or rhinoceros or hippos. I want to know what they're thinking. Alligators because they just seem like they don't have any. They're just gonna snakes, perhaps. Um, what up, Junie? And Junie, you're not. And whatever you said earlier when you emailed me, don't feel that way. That's so stupid. I told you to play that shit. You're not in the way, you goof. Um, birds, spiders, spiders. Um, spiders are cool. I don't. I just don't think they say much. I think they're just more action oriented. I don't think they have much to say. I think you can probably figure out what spiders say from all the movies that have spiders talking in them, because there's a plenty that have the idea of what spiders say. Uh, Birds, dolphins. Dolphins are another one, and I think there are people that have figured out how to translate a lot of stuff that they say, because the echolocation and echo communication, they've gotten some. It's like decoding a language that we don't know from pictograms or ancient Egyptian symbolic, using symbols to create a language, and then we're like, oh, let's decode this, or we didn't know what this language meant, and we could figure it out. And I think dolphins, we could probably, with enough computer aided, like, what sound is this? I think we could figure out exactly what you're saying. I don't think we'd need to know. And I think they're the closest to us. They're super smart. Yeah, I guess. I mean, there wouldn't be an animal not on the list, but I think of the first animals, I just wouldn't care that much because I don't live in the water. There's not too many water creatures that care what they're saying. I mean, I do. It'd have to be things that I would interact with more often. You're afraid of spiders? You think they're plotting to get you? Mm. No, I think they're just plotting to. They're plotting to get the little creatures. They're trying to kill all the ants and all the shit that doesn't really scare you, but that is everywhere. Spiders, like having a spider is lucky. You shouldn't be scared of them. Like I get why they're creepy when the big ones are creepy and if they're all around. But you had one spider hanging out near your house, leave that motherfucker alone. He's there to help you. That or she. Usually spiders are associated with she's. I don't know if they all are, but maybe there's only one male spider and the rest of them are female. I don't know how that works. Nah, spiders are good. I mean, I'm not like preferential to them, but I don't dislike them. I think they're plotting on you. Birds. Oh, I want to know what crows are saying. Although that's another one I think they're just kind of laughing at, and because the crows are smarter in many ways. I think they're probably just like laughing at other birds. I mean, you don't realize crows, whenever they call it a murder of crows, like crows will fuck with birds that are way out of their size. Even if there's only one or two of them, they'll fuck with birds that are way bigger than them. So I have a lot in common with crows. They'll fuck with eagles and shit. They'll fuck with falcons. They don't care. Crows are essentially the honey badger of the air. Yeah, pretty humid there. It's pretty fucking hot in my apartment. Let me go see it was 82 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago. Let's see what it is now. Might be hotter. Nope, we sitting here at a brisk 82. My window is closed. If I do open it, it will easily get up to 90. I'll get some fresh air, so I'll sweat more, but I won't smell the sweat that I'm sweating because I won't be trapped in here. Maybe if I open my front door, I can let because the hallway is cold. The air conditioning in the hallway works. It doesn't work in everybody's apartment though. Bastards. Yeah, creating a new universe. Crows are really smart, but people think they're a bad luck. Well, that's quite incorrect. It's the number of crows that you see. Go look up the number of crows. Most websites are pretty good on it. Like some can be, I forget the numbers, but having a certain number of crows, some mean good luck, some mean death. Death is on the horizon. But most of the time you see crows, it is in the form of good luck or protection or vision, oversight, like seeing things. But only certain times where you see blackbirds or crows in a certain number, which is death is on the horizon. I don't. Is it two maybe, or one single? I don't know. I don't know if it's one single or two, but the rest of them is tends to be good luck. And the association with death is all black birds. Whenever something's dying, as blackbirds don't tend to kill things, even the ones we think of as vultures. Vultures aren't killing anything; they just eat the dead body. So they sense death. So if that thing's about to die, they'll be there. All of a sudden, they're just whoop, wait until that thing dies. I'm going to eat that shit. So it's telling you something's going to die. But in if there's more, it might be in the form of protection or something. Like if there's a bunch of it, it's like I've seen a cat. So across from my place is a giant park, city park, and this dude I met came, was staying in his RV next to the park, and they had a wild cat. It was a cat that they found, and the cat just wanted to like hang out with them. So like, oh, so a couple of years ago this became our cat, but it's an outdoor cat. I let it out wherever we go. So let it out of the park, and all of a sudden the cat is like trying to stalk all like the ducks and birds and shit. And then the crows saw this cat and was like started dive bombing this motherfucker. And the cat was like, "Oh shit!" So you seen this cat trying to get up in the tree, trying to hide over here, but it was still while doing that trying to attack everything else. And the crows were like not having it. So the crows were just like, whoo, just trying to dive bomb and attack this fucking cat. It was hilarious. But it was a bunch of them because they came over like to protect the other animals to get the stupid ass cat. It was one of the cats, this outdoor cat, that wanted to kill everything. I want a mouse. I'm gonna destroy something. It was a bitch of a cat. Oh, and you know what I forgot? Uno momento. I put hot sauce in here, but I did not put lemon juice or lime juice, which I need to put in here. And the hot sauce is a good addition. So if you get bored with your shitty ass beer that you drink, PBR or High Life, or if you drink Budweiser or whatever that shit is, add some hot sauce and lime juice. Okay, we're back. Oh, it's today. It's today that. It's today. Hey, Junie, is today elephantitis day?
Yeah, I'm gonna hijack your back screen for a second.
Hold on, I
Hold on,
gotta
I gotta
turn the
turn the
volume up.
volume up. Hang
Oh,
on. Oh,
and we are
and we are
echoing
echoing
on your
on your
side.
side. Shit.
Shit,
Shit,
fuck,
fuck,
damn,
damn,
cocksucker,
sucker,
motherfucking
motherfucking
cunt.
cunt. And ass.
And
And
ass and
ass and
tits
tits and
ass and tits and fart hole. Oh, wait, it's getting better.
is that
It's
better?
fine. Yep, there it is. Good.
All right.
Now I don't have to curse anymore.
Yeah. LFI now.
Alibi, yeah. What do you get? That's my favorite. What do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhinoceros? Alibi, no.
Shift one.
Hey, there's the two elephants in the background.
Yeah.
I know you guys can't see that, but that's two elephants hanging out.
Ah, let me remove myself. Hang on.
Can you make my picture of me smaller while still maintaining the back screen there? Is that a thing? You guys are still allowed to comment your questions or comments or your ignorances or your foolishness, or if you got jokes or if you got something important to say. If you got something important to say it now. Do it. Ganesh Chaturthi. Where's Where's the Indian folk when you need them to tell us about Ganesh? Although I am the Angbak, the elephant protector. I have many elephants in my
Yeah,
vicinity. I think I have a dozen of them.
yeah, that was a pretty cool
Heck.
conversation yesterday with Parsival. I thought, hmm,
Oh yeah, good stuff, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, sometimes I can be coherent, and he keeps me under the higher subject matters. Most everybody here wants the poop humor, so I give it to them. You like the background screens? You can thank Juniperus for those.
the
And if you have
fun,
any cool ones, huh?
the funniest poop poop sessions we ever had were when we used to do the Google Hangouts. There was one night when you guys were, I think, in Gulf Shores or somewhere. You were on vacation, and Cortese had a stream, and
Hmm.
everybody was in there, and that was the most raw poop shit I ever seen.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, because it was mine and Corey, and yeah. I remember.
Uh,
That was a whole shit fuckery.
Yuvraj and some other. Let me think, but it was
Oh, you Raj, I forgot about that motherfucker.
yeah, and
Where
that
the
was
hell's
the
he
most
been?
hysterical night and the
Mm-hmm.
most shit talking I ever heard in my life. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now that's a food. That's a mustache.
Well, yeah. Well, no, this is a beard stash. This looks like that guy from that the red haired people from that cartoon. It's a little after me, but I know the cartoon.
Yeah, somebody wants to know. BB wants to know about some mushrooms. What the hell?
Hey,
Anyway,
also BB, you can send screens and I can put them on here. Yeah, if you see anything cool.
come in the room. That's
Can we
cool.
talk about where I can get mushrooms?
Yeah.
Like actual like psychedelic ones? I mean, I'd rather not do it live on here. I could talk to you like kind of off because I don't know where and how the legal trip works on that shit.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
You don't want to end up like Aaron.
yeah, well, everybody does too many. Yeah, and especially that I don't want to get my show shut the shit down because he did. I think he did. Well, what he did, I think he did. He smoked DMT on camera.
On camera. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, you can't. If you could smoke it if you want, but you can't say this is DMT and then smoke it. I don't think. I think that might be the rule
Yeah.
because there's the dude. His name is Psych Substance, and he does all the things that are Schedule 1, classified, blah blah blah. But he would just give like the trip report on it. He didn't actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like he did it and then it wasn't on camera. I don't know
Mm.
why the rules, the laws are the way they are. Isn't that pretty dope though? Um,
It is. That's like, damn, you don't even need moose. It's dreadlocking up.
there we go. I'll go out and just hang out in public like this. That would be so ridiculous. Although I do like sometimes I do this one. It's kind of like a scallywaggy, kind of like a piratey.
Yeah.
But oh, in certain states you can get them. You can just walk in, right? Like Oregon, and there's a few states where they're not they're legal completely. And then most states it's just kind of like you can find somebody that grows. Um, I know some people locally, like in the country, that have farms, and I know people that have it. Here's the way to find it. You really want the easiest way to find it? Find somebody that has a Christmas tree farm.
Oh.
Somebody told me they're a Christmas. They're like, what do you do? They're like, oh, I harvest Christmas trees. And I was like, I looked at him kind of funny, and he just kind of smiled. I was like, oh, he's like, no, he's like, I literally do. And I was like, but that's why. He's like, yeah, both. He's like, but so if you find somebody that has Christmas trees, they're coniferous, so they will be growing certain types of mushrooms, or just farmers that have cow patties and whatever. Turmeric glow.
Yeah, I drank that.
That's what you're talking about. That golden milk.
Yeah, I drank that, and it really kind of mellowed me out. So now I'm making the thing. Here's my cinnamon.
Mhm.
Got some, what do
Mhm.
you call it? Cardamom or whatever. Cardamom.
Torbaj, the Egyptian magician.
Cardamom.
Cardamom. Yep.
Yeah.
So you got
And
cardamom,
mhm.
cinnamon,
Salt,
uh, turmeric,
pepper.
pepper. The oils from the pepper do something. There's some chemicals in that help the turmeric work,
Right.
and then the fats from the butter or the ghee and the milk help to disperse it uh, over
Oh,
a longer period of time.
maybe some of this.
You could use coconut oil. That's fine. It just needs to be fat. The fat is so the fat soluble. It'll get into that, and it's like it is. It will take longer to release into your body.
Okay. And
A little hot pepper always goes a long way, and
some honey.
you use honey. Honey's good.
Okay.
Use honey or maple syrup or whatever you got on hand.
All right. Ooh.
How's this? Is this good? Is this right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
Let me,
cool.
let me put my virtual back up. Virtual. There it is.
Yeah, the major. Oh, and ginger. The major constituents
Ginger.
of the standard um, golden milk is ginger and turmeric and black pepper. That's the three major go-tos. And then you add the ad hocs or the sweetener, which kind of is a good idea. The milk is pretty much a necessity. And then the cinnamon, cardamom, even aniseed or anise is good.
Two smoking bodies or two what is, brands it? What does that mean?
I
Wow.
don't know what that means. Two smoking,
Uh-huh.
two lock, stock, and two smoking barrels. Two smoking
Two
bodies.
smoking bodies. Oh, smoking I thought he was smoking buddies. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, y'all got saw my love handle. That's what I'm telling you, man. I'm getting a little pudgy. Gotta shut this shit down.
What is Oh,
Got
Guy Ritchie, yeah, Lock, Stock, and Two
okay.
Smoking Barrels. That was my yeah. Okay, I thought you were going that way.
That's funny.
What is that good for? It's a golden milk. It's good for coughs and aches and inflammation.
Yeah, I got some
So
info.
turmeric is inflammation. Black pepper helps the turmeric work. Everything else is just it's just all healing herbs. Cinnamon, ginger, cardamom. Ginger is good for the stomach ailments and helps digestion.
Oh, BB, you can do almond milk or some other kind
Yeah,
of
you can use any. You use almond milk.
milk.
I would probably use oat milk or almond milk. You just
Oh,
want a fattiest material. You can use ghee or butter.
all right. I'm gonna mute and make my recipe here.
Okay, do it. Yeah. You don't have any kind of milk? You have any kind of nuts? You could blend up and make your own milk. It's kind of the
Got some
kind
almonds.
of a major part of it to have milk. I mean, you could make it with water.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, I'm
the
not
key.
anti-milk. No, it's okay.
Mm. Oh
Man, that's a really trippy beard.
yeah.
It looks like the playing cards where the Joker has the hat with all the things on it with the bells and stuff, but it's on your chin instead of the top of your head.
Yeah, what I need to do is I need to get some of these things and do like tie these things up in here. Tie,
Oh,
tie
Viking
some jewels
braids,
up.
yeah,
Tie
yeah.
some jewels up in here.
Hmm.
That'd
Man,
be
we could do, or
you getting Zen being going all
Assyrian.
ridiculous.
You're an Assyrian, eh? I see. Now we can make some really good coils. Coil the hair and make it uh, like four-wheel drive spring looking coil curls.
Hold on. Let's see if we can do this one.
Okay,
I like the five of them. Like this one.
the
Let's see.
five, the five.
Yeah, take these up here. Hold on.
Let me
That was
mute. I gotta make this milk
make that milk.
right across the street from the grocery store and get some a little later. Okay, cool.
Okay, we got milk. You could use. You know what you could use? something else that would be maybe good, like a um, you could probably get away with using instead of milk if you don't have it. Do you have a what do we got here? You use a banana, I suppose. Coconut water, coconut milk. Um, hmm. Funny enough, you could use like some like a root fiber to hold on to it. Mango, mango would work.
I got maca root powder. I don't know what that combination.
Macaroon,
Maca root, maca.
maca root. Yeah, maca root. Yeah, yeah, that'll make it creamy. Maca's good.
Mhm. Yeah, it's got a nice nutty flavor too. So I'm amused.
I know it is pretty amusing. Okay, we got these ones. Oh no, I'd have to look in the mirror and do this properly. But there we go. Five up there. This is more like a pirate kind of shit right there. Very tired. Okay, back to square one. Oh, you right across the street from the grocery store? You in Atlanta? That's right. What you said you're in? Are you in the outskirts or are you in the fancy area? Where are you at? Are you in the ghetto? All up in the ghetto? What you said you're in the southwest? Oatmeal works. Yeah, oatmeal works. You just need something that's got like a fattiest thickness to hold on to the. Yeah, that's what the milk is for, and it makes it nice and creamy, 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 sour creme. And the fun thing about those things is you can use that with like a if you want an upper a little bit, you can. It still tastes good if you use coffee or chocolate. You can go the chocolate route with that. Hmm. You know, I have some right now. I have some that somebody gave me. Hold on. Let me see what I got.
Ooh, I got plenty of chocolate over here. I got cocoa too. Let me try chocolate.
Okay, here's some cool gifts that I got. That can make. Here's the golden milk that I got right here. I would normally just make it myself, but somebody hooked me up with this. Oh yeah, if you're gonna use cinnamon, here's in the future. Go look up the difference between the types of cinnamon, and you have the normal cheaper stuff, and then you have the Ceylon cinnamon, which has way more whatever good shit is in it. So you gotta look that up. There's two types of cinnamon. So this has got turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, and ground black pepper. This is pretty basic stuff. I like to add all the other stuff. Okay, turmeric is curcumin, is anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. The Ceylon cinnamon is one of the healthiest spices on the planet. Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. Everything in here is pretty much antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. Ginger is also, as well as an energizer, stimulator, and digestive. And black pepper, for whatever reason, improves digestion and absorption of the turmeric. The other ones I gave you make it just taste awesome. And then if I want to make it creamier, I have camu powder. I have maca. Lion's mane is pretty nice because then you get all of the fun stuff from the lion's mane. It is super healthy for mental clarity and things. Most mushrooms are good for your what do you got there? Extra creme. Most of the mushrooms are good for supporting your lymph system as well as your brain. Yeah, this one. So lion's mane is good for memory, focus, nerve, creativity, mood. Um, yeah. So I would add a little bit of this and camu powder. Well, it's actually camel I wouldn't use for this because it's more for like a juice. Because it's a tartness to it. So I wouldn't use that. And I got which one is this? Oh, there's MCT powder, like MCT oil, tapioca. This makes it this would be a thickener. Monk fruit, guar, pumpkin powder, pumpkin proteins. So this is kind of just a thickener and make it creamy if you don't have milk. That's what I got right now. And all of my really good stuff, the little mice, these little mother mices, these mother bichos, they got into all of my herbs that I had in a box in my closet. I got a huge ass box of all of my herbs that I've collected over the years. Little bitches got in there and ate, got in all my bags. So I got fucking ruined lots of herbs. Hundreds upon hundreds of dollars in herbs. So like these little bitches. Hope they're healthy at least. Hawkinsville? Oh, you in the sticks. Oh, you country. You country? Did you do that like for a job? For boyfriend? Just because tired of the rigmarole, the grind? Or you was always country? Country?
Hey Zenny, your mic's wingy.
Fuck!
Oh, come on back. There you are.
Okay, now do I sound right?
Still wingy. Let me jump out.
Wang 'em, wang 'em. Okay, is it wang jangling now? Is it wang jangling?
It's Wang Tang, sweet poo-tang jang.
Sweet Putang Jane.
Yeah.
I know her. I've been with a few Janes in my
I
life.
don't know what the hell with the next time they ask me how the stream goes, I'm going to write in there, man, you got to do something about your wanky audio.
Yeah, really, it does. I don't know if it happens to other people. It could just be people are maybe I'm saying things that are sensitive to the sensors and the sensitivity of things. I don't know. And it
Yeah.
usually happens later in the show too.
Huh.
It
Yeah.
usually happens like an hour and a half to 2 hours in.
And
Or maybe that's
you're an
when it's
hour and 40
really
minutes in. Yep, sure enough.
when
Okay.
I still say some weird shit.
Yeah.
Although I've already covered the dumbest shit I could say. I already went off on Hitler and Nazis and mountains and racists and I don't know. I already said pretty much the worst shit you could say.
Me too. I need to censor myself. Right.
I know you really say some awful things.
All right, let me remove my right here.
Hey BB, what are you wowing to? Are you wowing to? Did I say something? Did I say something off-putting? Did I say something awful? Oh, you bought an investment property, so you moved into it to get the repairs done and get it and rent it out. Oh, okay. Are you doing the work? Or are you getting it done? Or what? See, you should have asked me about this. You know I used to build houses, right? Like, that was my business for when I was, how old was I? I don't know, 22 to 28. I used to rehab houses. Top to bottom, do the whole fucking thing. Even I had tools and I was doing shit like small jobs here and there after I stopped doing that as a full-on business. Because it just got too stressful. There's just too many things to do. I was designing shit out, doing the work, bidding out jobs, talking to the customer, doing the, it was just too much. If you ever buy another house, I'll fucking do that shit for you. I'm nice with it. Oh, you wanted to leave Michigan? I can understand wanting to leave Detroit. I've never been. I can only imagine. Like, just you kind of get the purview from where the cities that have gone to shit, and that would be up there. As far in the U.S., you go like where don't people want to live? Cleveland, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? There's certain places you just go, no, that's not where people should want to live. Yeah, every city. There was no city that even the worst cities that I was in, I didn't. They weren't that bad. Like I lived in Baltimore for quite a while. I even lived like in a pretty not okay part. But it was, I don't know. I kind of enjoy that. Enjoy the cultural the cultural aspects of it.
Hey, move around a little bit more. When you put your arm up, the mic improved.
Whoa!
Yeah, when you put your elbow up like that, it got better. It was weird.
You think it's running?
Oh,
You think it's using me as a
you're an antenna.
antenna? I'm
Yeah.
an antenna for this fucking thing.
Christopher, is Christopher Lee in here or somebody?
Well, Christopher, I cannot see if you are here. You must be on your other Christopher account, unless something's happened again. Because I told you I already unblocked you from all of them, as far as I know. I mean, you weren't blocked, but whatever one you were blocked on, I don't know why. I told you why that shit happened.
He's a gatekeeper. No, I'm kidding.
Damn, I kind of this.
Oh my God.
He's Asian and Canadian, so you
Ouch.
can't trust them. Can't trust them.
We're just
Getting
fucking.
Christopher. That Asian Canadian would be like the most passive person ever. Canadians are like, hey, we'll unlock the door. Who the fuck cares? And Asians are like, hey, we're not gonna throw a beer. We're just juggling and playing the piano and solving. We're just we're giving you free fucking free T-shirts. We're working in factories all day. I don't care. We had bow to the father. Who knows? Maybe he said you can do a lot of it, but you have some help. Yeah, yeah, man. I it sucked because I was gonna start flipping houses a long time ago, but the person I was working with, we had out, we had a separation of sorts. So like I was doing most of the work and I was the one in charge of like I knew how to do all the shit. They had the financial resources. I did not have the credit to my house, and yeah, I would have, but it would have taken up too much time. I'd be super rich and have plenty of houses at this point if I would have went that route. But I would have been doing this. So I guess it worked out in some ways. I would happily do. I would flip a house a year and make fucking 60K. Yeah, I wouldn't have to work that much. Flip a house in a year. Shit, 3 months you can do most of the work. It should only take really 3 months to full on repair a house, unless it's a place where you need to make. Because I know some places you have to maintain ownership for a certain amount of time. You actually have to live in it before you can sell it, or else you have to pay. You have to pay extra taxes. Is that the thing? It's like so. Depending on the city and the state, there's like rules of how quickly you can buy and sell a house, and if you have to basically as a homeowner versus um, you have to like have a corporation and you have to get taxed different, capital gains and all that shit. Yeah. Anyways, fuck are we talking about? Oh yeah. What else? What else? What else? What should we talk about here? Talk about puppies, babies. What are you doing here? Lions, tigers. Oh my. What are you giggling at? There's enough people in here. Somebody give me a subject. Let me do a shot of something. Maybe that'll inspire me. Yeah. So party's kind of dying down. Somebody's like, who's buying the Coke? I mean, I'm not into it, but I get how that. For me, I just need a shot of tequila, which I do not have. Anybody wants it? CashApp, PayPal, Venmo. You can buy me some tequila, and that will keep me on board. But today I've had this Sobieski for a little bit now. I haven't really drank that much. I haven't past week, almost 2 weeks. I haven't really drank that much. I mean, usually you guys see me. I had a couple beers, a glass of wine, but it wasn't that it's not that it's unhealthy because I know the health of alcohol, but I was like super dehydrated and I need to add a lot of probiotics, prebiotics. So I had to like chill with the drying out heat of the cleansatives of the alcohol and put some living bacterias in me. Peace out, baby. Have an enjoyable day.
Nice to see you all.
Oh, dude, holler at me about those two things. Because I could definitely find you someone to do the contract work, and I would sub it out, and you still, yeah. Well, talk to me about that. Because basically, all you need is a contractor to sign off on the work. If the person, they can sub it out to anybody they want. They just usually sub it out to people that are like, all they have to do is basically what you hire a contractor for is to sign off to say the work is done properly. So as long as they know you're doing the work properly, they don't care who the fuck does it. Let me go get some ice cubes. And so they don't do anything. Contractors don't do shit, but they'll make a lot of money. So they're making money for doing nothing. They just for their signature. If somebody doesn't care and only wants to take a little piece, and they're just like, whatever, I trust you. They'll only take a small little token off the top. So. If not, I mean, this ain't probably paying $80 an hour more for a contract. Some contractors pay like $35.
I have to re-upload that one.
Actually, in reality, I'm harkening back to like early 2000s, probably more now. It's probably like 45 for a subcontractor for most things. 95 for a contractor an hour. 45 for subcontractor. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, BB, if you're gonna do that for real, help a brother out. You help me out, I'll help you out because I definitely know what the fuck's going on in that game. I just haven't done it in a while. Basically, I would just find a contractor to sign off that I'd give a token to, and I would oversee and hire capable subcontractors on the cheap. I would do minimal work, honestly, just because I don't want to. But it would be cheaper than hiring somebody out the fucking yellow pages. Or most people that get into contracting work, they're just trying to make money. They don't give a fuck about the work. They don't give a fuck about the job. Really. That's the dilemma.
It's one of my favorites.
What you got there? Building Construction Illustrated, 2nd edition.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody that graduates out of high school should have this book given to them.
Oh, for real. Everyone should have
if you don't know basic shit. You're gonna learn shit on how to do shit.
Anybody, yeah. As soon as you, I don't care if you're renting. I don't care what you're doing. You should have a book for your car. Go get yourself the book for your car. So at least you can do basic work. There's, until you get into the more serious shit in your car, you should be at least able to do the basic stuff. Not because it's cheaper, just so you're capable of doing it, just in case. And like house stuff, man, there are so many things that people overpay to do that is just simple work. I mean, literally, somebody with a mental retardation could do most things in a house. There's not too many things that require much more than common sense and basic math skills. The more complicated stuff is only following certain rules and codes. Like if you were, for instance, if I'm doing all of the plumbing for the bathroom, right? And every foot I have to have an eighth of an inch decline of where the like things like that. You just have to know, and then you'd have to do the math to figure it out. Well, over the course of 10 feet, it's got to be this many inches. There's like weird shit like that. But other than that, like everything else is pretty fucking simple work.
Yeah, people get taken advantage of too
Oh, you
much.
bought a triplex?
A what?
What are you wearing here? You change your clothing?
Yeah, I didn't want to be showing like a wife beater kind of wearing
Oh,
clothes.
I didn't even realize you had a wife beater on. I wasn't really paying attention.
It's like a white t-shirt of
No,
some
now you got you're on vacation. Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
You wearing the
Ooh,
you're wearing the cheeseburgers in Paradise Deluxe.
that's it.
Baby, what'd you say? You bought a triplex in the house next door, so you got out of the apartment to rent it, and now you're living in the house working on getting it ready. Wicked, wicked, wicked. So you're doing it the right way. You're just trying to have some residual income, so it's all paid for, so you ain't got to worry about a damn thing. Yeah, it's the way to go. It is the way to go.
So I got the turmeric golden milk on simmer in a little mini crock pot.
Oh, you crock pot it. Nice.
Simmering it real slow for a while.
Simmer donna.
Meanwhile, I think it's time. You know what time it is.
What time is it? It is past noon, so you're
I'm cleared for takeoff.
it's beer 30. It's
Yeah.
beer 30. Yeah, I could probably I might be able to eat today. I've only eaten a couple times in the past week and a half.
I think I'm gonna hand cook some food today.
What should I feel like in one sense I have that Uber, so they give me every once in a while they give me like a discount thing. So I got like 40% off of Uber, which makes it actually cheaper than ordering groceries to cook myself. Or I order myself a bunch of groceries of exactly what I want, and I don't know, kind of considering what to eat today. Like if I should eat healthy,
You should eat healthy.
like very healthy. Should I eat Indian healthy?
Yes, just get into the elephant thing today.
Elephant. Oh yeah, it is elephant. Yeah, it is elephant day. So we're doing Indian stuff. Okay, I got you. We eat Indian food today.
All right.
So you want me to eat an elephant?
No, no, no.
Now what are they, isn't that like an old thing? How do you eat an elephant? One bite?
Elfino.
No. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. One day at a time.
One bite at a time. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it is. It is. And that's funny. I'm staring right now. I didn't even realize I'm staring at my pillow that has an elephant on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is definitely an Indian food kind of day that has been accomplished. The greater good. If you can eat your fingernails, it's probably like eating elephant tusk. Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't eat my fingernails, but your fingernails are made same thing as your hair is made from, right?
Yeah.
It's made from silicone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want your hair or your fingernails to grow, eat bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots are silica. Tusks of an elephant are ivory, which is basically skeletal system. So it'd be like teeth. So it's piezoelectric and it's a different material. Like your hair is an extension of your nervous system. So your nervous system is your hair and your nails, and it's silica. But your bone structure is a crystalline structure, which would be the tusks. So it'd be something different. Make sense? Like if you have horns, that's an extension of your your teeth and horns are extension of your extra skeletal system. So your teeth are bringing oxygen and things and vibrations to your spine. That's why you have 32 vertebrae in your spine and 32 teeth goes to each one of your vertebrae. And then if you got horns, bro, or tusks, Tuscany. I wonder the Tuscany or the Tuskegee experiments have to do with horses or horses, elephants, Tuskegee, Tuskies. I don't know.
Do you
Just
know the Ganesh story about he was sitting somewhere and somebody was dictating to him and his pen broke or something and he had to break off his tusks and keep writing?
I did not hear this. I did not
Yeah,
hear this.
I've heard that story long. I just don't know where it's from, and I'm not that educated in Indian.
I never heard that one.
Yeah.
I heard the one. It's his kid in school, and his teacher. His teacher. They're going through. It's a spelling class, and going through all these words, and kids are raising their hand. And the teacher says, "Hey, use this word in a sentence." And so she gets this little kid and goes, "Use the word dictate in a sentence." And the kid says, "Yo, bitch, how my dictate?"
That's a eubonic joke. Oh,
I know it is. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put these things away before I spill something.
Greetings. We are going to celebrate the eighth wonder of the world.
Okay.
Are you ready to celebrate the eighth wonder of the world?
That's Tutankhamun.
Hmm.
Did you not know this?
There you go. We're going to celebrate. You ready?
We were celebrating by burning down the house. Is that a menorah?
No,
We're doing some Jewish shit right now.
no.
This is not Hebrew. This is for the elephant god.
One
Cracking beers for the elephants. The elephants like gin, right?
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. I'll burn down some. Maybe I'll go buy some gin today. And isn't that funny? They love gin, and the best gin in the world is it's got an elephant on the bottle, and it's Indian. It's in a big blue bottle. It's one of the only alcohols you can find in a blue bottle.
Yeah.
It's called Bombay Sapphire. Mumbai. Bombay is Mumbai. That's the original name. That's the elephant gin, basically.
And we're going to let this burn all the way. We're not going to interrupt anything. Boop. All right.
Creating. You said apparently rhinos grow back their horns, but elephants can grow back their. You said can't. Yeah, I think you misspelled right. You said cannot grow back their tusks. Yeah, that's why it's such a big deal thing when people go and hunt down elephants and steal their tusks. Yeah, that's go watch the movie Ong Bak. Go watch the series Ong Bak 1, 2, and 3. People that take elephants' tusks while they're living, those poachers or whatever. May the afterlife have something worthy of their scoundrelness. You know what I mean? Not forever, but payments due, motherfucker. You don't just take an elephant's tusk. That's not at all. See, now there's a big difference. If you go into the forest and find a living deer that has, I believe during the spring they have a fur, so it's called elk. deer
The velvet.
antler fur.
Yeah, that velvet. The
It's
velvet.
it's the fur that's on it, and you can befriend or whatever and scrape that off and use it. It's a growth hormone, not only for a human, but if you can get that, that's fine. That's like taking milk or honey. It's not killing anything. It's not stealing. It's just that's gonna grow back, just like grass. Just cutting grass. Cutting grass is equivalent to taking honey is equivalent to milk, death free. If you can get some of that, it's fine. But if you take an elephant's tusk, I ain't cursing you, but may the world curse you. Just my fucking audio. How about now? Is it working? Is it working now? Ooh, I got one of those long nose hairs right there. I can never tell whether it's my hair from here that curled up into my schnoz or my schnoz that got tangled up in here. Maybe I'll trim this shit up one day. Look normal, civilized for a second. Is the audio working out? I sound like a tin can still. How about now? Does it work now? You smell. Hey, I sound like a tin can. You smell like a tuna can. Yeah. I got earwax on my mic. Yeah, I did. Except it's right there. I don't really. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Better? Okay, cool. What we were talking about? Oh yeah, people that steal rhinoceroses or I don't know, elephants' horns, tusks. Fuck those people. Go watch the movie Ong Bak. Tony Jaa, that's my guy. It's one of my favorite movies. And do yourself a favor, watch the English dubbed version. I mean, and there's some people that like movies that they like to hear it in the original language and then watch the subtitles. Don't do that. It's the translation's a little weird, and you'll miss all of the amazing. Like he's basically equivalent to Jackie Chan doing all his stunts, and some of it's like super amazing. Ong Bak dog. ONGBAK. And go watch all three of them in the series. The second one I think is the best one. The third one's it no real. I don't know that it's a completion or it's good. But any trilogy, the third is not going to be the strongest. The only time I've seen the strongest third of something is when it's a third season to finish up and tie all the loose ends together. In a series, in a movie, most movies could have just they could have just done the first one, and yeah, there might be a cliffhanger to a degree, but at least it finished the movie, unless they plan on doing 3. Well, who's here? What's going on? It's in the background. Let's get rid of this shit. There's my. Oh, for anybody who doesn't know, 2 hours in, there's my link tree. Easy enough to find all the things that are beneath in the description and going across the bottom, which says zenalchemist.wordpress.com. That's how to find my writings from back to 2012. And also there's my email, theoluminous, meaning godlight, @gmail.com if you need any help with anything. And there's a way of getting to me through CashApp, PayPal, and Venmo. TSAR, capitalize the X and then EN. That's paypal.me/TSAR, capital X, EN. Or Venmo is Zen-Atman-1. That's me. You can forward me some currency if you'd like to. And also, there's my Instagram if you want to just say hi. You just could text and say, hey, here's some stupid, cool, weird shit that I seen online. That's how I communicate. That's how I mainly communicate with people.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
yes. And I also burp a lot.
Mhm.
I could hear you back there. In the
Excuse
back, we got background burpers and background bean player withers.
I ate beans yesterday, but I saved it all for
Uh-huh.
my husband
You
last
saved it
night.
all for the night?
Cover, hold it down.
What are you doing? We hear you back there burping.
No
You
fun.
you Benny the burper.
Benny and the Jets.
Oh man, Benny and the Jets. Yeah. There's there's a band called Benny and the Jets. Not just the song Benny and the Jets, but there's a band, and there's one really really good song they do. I don't remember it off the top of my head. This is from years ago. Benny and the like it's. I mean, they named it after that. It's Elton John did Benny and the Jets, right? And then there's like a new version of that group, and it's like early 2000s, and they do some really funky music. Highly suggest finding them.
I will look him up.
Oh, why don't you do that? I'm really enjoying my new hat these days. I feel like I'm Austin Kutcher in the '90s when they were wearing those fucking trucker hats that look so stupid that I hated them. And now I'm trying to rock those because no one's rocking that shit right now. So it's my thing. Like guys that would wear their hats up like this, like, yeah, dude, I feel like I got my hat up like this. Like I can't do that. That's retarded. But you know what they can't do? They can't do this cool shit that I can do with my beard.
Baby, it's time.
Oh yeah, I had to get rid of my pineapple because that's where I got the fruit flies that I've been smashing for the past couple of days.
Yeah, I gotta carve this one up here in just a minute.
Carve it up like a pumpkin. Here, let's hey, do you guys remember when my beard was this length? Should I go back to this?
No.
No, I kind of like. It's so much more fun to have all this available.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Junie! Before you cut that, stop right now. Stop what you're doing. Stop everything. Have you seen this video? It won't take a second to watch. Go to YouTube. You can watch it on the side, or even pause me, or whatever the fuck you got to do. It's a video showing how to
carve one.
No. You barely even need a knife. Ooh. And they're able to like roll it around, do this weird shit to it, and then they pull out. See each one of those. See on your
segments. Yeah.
They pull the segments out. I've seen it more than once, and it appears at first when I saw it, I was like, this is a joke. Then I saw a bunch of different people do it. They were like skeptical, and it worked. So, anybody here? Has anybody tried it or seen the video I'm talking about? I think you need to do that right now online, because what the fuck else you got doing? And if it works out nice, then maybe it's a teachable and learnable moment. You give it a shot.
Yeah, hang on. Here I gotta get on the bar.
You gotta go to the bar.
I gotta get on the bar.
Sometimes you what's the dudes in the sometimes you take the bar, sometimes the bar takes you. What does he say? It's talking about like you get drunk and you like take everything, and sometimes the bar overwhelms you. What the fuck is the? Is it the Big Lebowski when he's sitting there with the guy with the mustache, the really good looking dude that's got the voice, the country boy? Sometimes the curly fucking mustache guy that's sitting at the bar with Lebowski. What the hell is his name? He's the voice. He's in so many movies, and he's the voice of a lot of things. He just sounds like he's got a really sexy voice and that big fucking mustache. Somebody help me out here. And he's drinking sarsaparilla. What's his name?
Is it Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott. Oh man.
I don't know. What the hell?
Yeah, no. Sam Elliott is correct. Yes. What is
Sometimes
this? What is it? What is this line in Lebowski? Sometimes the bar eats you, or sometimes the bar or something, and sometimes you something the bar. I don't know what word he's.
horny goat weed, goat weed.
Yeah, you want some horny goat weed? You wanna have a boner for fucking eight days straight? Yeah, there's two things. If any guy's having a problem,
Whoa!
oh, you got the eighth wonder. If you're having a problem, here hey, for any guys in here, I'm gonna give you a solution to your. I don't know why you have a boner problem. I mean, if you do, you got blood problems, you got like motivation problems. Maybe you're just gay. I don't know, but you should pretty much wake up every morning with a raging, uh, you know, raging hard on. I think is what they call it. Sometimes is that what he says? Sometimes you eat the bar, sometimes the bar eats you. Is that what he says? You can only grow a goatee because your grandma's native blood. Hmm. So you got the natives that can, and the Asian people. A lot of them can't grow facial hair too good, right? Which is their connection to the fish. But here's the other thing you need. I'm gonna show it to you right now.
Mouthy morons. Mealy mouth morons. I love it. Oh shit.
Okay. This you do not overdose on this stuff. Make sure you look it up. If you go buy some, see, when I bought this, I didn't realize how much I ordered. This much is more than a lifetime's worth. I could really break pieces of this off. Well, I could sell this in little fucking baggies like it was cocaine. Honestly, this is a lot. This is called Yohimbe. Yohimbe. And I think the chemical is called Yohibinai or something. But Yohimbe it's this red powdery stuff that is equivalent to. Do you want a raging hard on and your face to get flushed and blood to go to your extremities? This shit right here, and a very very small amount of it will. Yes, yeah, it's kind of like if anybody's heard that joke by I forget his name. Great comedian. Oh, DC Benny, and he talks about unaki. Unaki. Talks about going to a. He's going to get some sushi, and this this Chinese guy is cutting up sushi. He goes, "You want a uganaki? Uganaki, what's that do?" He's like, "You want a so strong, strong like bull." He's like, "You take one uganaki, one uganaki, good. Two uganaki, very strong. Three uganaki." And he's explaining to him like, "You take three uganaki, ha." And so he's like, "All right, well," and so he's like, "Give him a uganaki." So he gives him a half dozen uganaki. He's like, "Eat them all." He goes, "I eat them all." He goes home and he's talking about going to the hospital and he can't get rid of his uganaki, good. And the whole joke is hilarious because he goes home and his wife's wearing a neck brace the next day, and they go and see that they see the guy that's selling the uganaki at the grocery store, and he looks at him and goes, "Oh, you took too many uganaki, good, huh?" Fucking hilarious. DC Benny, go find it. I gave you a preview of the joke, and that stuff right there, Yohimbe, is equivalent to uganaki. Creating, DC Benny? Yeah, he's a New York cat. He's a great storyteller, great joke writer, and yeah, he's good. He's good. One of my favorite comedians. He hasn't done a lot. He hasn't done a lot of big specials, but look at this chick. She's showing you how to do it. I don't know that I would say he's folksy. DC Benny is gangster. He does voices. He does. He's like from New York City. I mean, maybe if
Get a rope.
his storytelling is folksy, and he stutters a lot on things on purpose and makes it very relatable. Oh, look at she just did some shit. What the hell did she do?
She rolled it.
She rolled it.
She banged it.
And she twisted off the top.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam Elliott. Yeah. Sam Elliott is folks. Yes. Did she sit on it? Like
I don't know if
did
if
she
you
did
can
she
sit on
birth that?
that. We need a surgeon.
I know. What is she doing? Okay, she's rolling. She's rolling.
Roll.
It's for her. She just wants her stupid face on camera. She's not showing you anything. Fuck this cunt. Did I say that out loud? I did. I didn't mean it. She's fine, but she keeps doing the same thing. No, find somebody to show you how to do
Short,
it.
man.
She
I got
sucks.
it on a
I
short.
don't like her. I don't like her face. She puts too much makeup on. It's too
Ew.
sharp. She puts her face on camera too much. I dislike her. I don't like her character, her personality. No, I want to watch what you're doing with the. Show me the pineapple. I don't want to see your dumb face. You got too much makeup on. You're hyping it up too much. So she's a whore for the camera.
Right. That's why I don't get on camera. I already know I'm ugly. Shit.
Are you? Hey, Junie? Do you like being on stage when you're making music?
Yeah, because I can. It's like going into another personality. It's like you're putting on the act. It's just like actors. Get up there and do
Really?
your thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only felt that way once, and it was one time. Well, I felt that way twice. One time I was on a lot of drugs, and I also had my hair down, and I was at a big show, and there was a lot of people around me, and it felt very weird. And another time I was like, it was like I did like a long urine fast, and I had my hair down again, and I was walking around in public, and just a bunch of people wanted to talk to me at once, and it was a really strange thing. I had like 10 people talking to me at the same time. I was like, who am I supposed to pay attention to? It tripped me the fuck out. But like when I'm doing this is no different than the way I talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't get it too much. I've been on a stage a couple times. Doesn't really.
It's like an electric charge. You get up there and you feel the energy in the room, and
Yeah, that's sometimes too much for me. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm already fucking.
I always said that performing is like the funnest shit you can do with your clothes on. And I keep thinking of the Red Hot Chili Peppers when they put socks on their dicks and they went out there. And I'm like, they took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, for sure. The only time I really feel like I'm in a performance is honestly, funny enough, is whenever I'm having relations with someone. The only time I feel like I'm on the spot that I need to give out as much as I'm getting. That's the only time. I mean, where I'm like, oh, you're doing something for me, let me do something for you, and it's that intimacy. When it's a group setting, I'm just like, there's too much going on here. Fuck you.
Black Sun wants to know, what kind of girl do you like?
Creating. Hold on, let me start creating. Louis C.K. Louis C.K. is up there. Louis C.K. is on the Mount Everest or the Mount Rushmore, or whatever. Either one, I guess. He's up there. Who's my hype girl? What kind of music you play?
Maybe you said type. I don't know. It's type.
Wait, my hype girl? This lady here? You don't know her? That's Bass and Bass. That's Junie. See? Yeah.
That was more treble though, sorry. I like alternative music, and I like rock, and I like all kinds of music as long as it's not immoral, illegal, or
immoral. Yeah, right. You love immoral music. She likes good music. Everybody knows what good music is. She doesn't like shit, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not beating up anybody's grandma or shooting up,
Oh yeah, shooting up
people or whatever.
I would shoot up a church. I wouldn't shoot up a school though. I have morals.
In real life, I'll be the best button pusher you ever seen, man.
Did you say butt pusher?
Yeah, I'm a button pusher.
A butt pusher. Keep it moving.
The hardest button to button.
Yeah, Black Sun, you didn't know who that was. Oh yeah. Bass and Bass is Junie. Junie is that thing there.
Wow, that Corona. Woo. Excuse me.
Yeah, you got that one in. I got my hot sauce and I'm gonna cheers myself. This one is vodka and iced tea. This one is hot sauce and lime juice and PBR.
I love Louisiana hot sauce. Now, that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's why I was saying the other day. I like Louisiana, but I also love Texas Pete. And most people think Texas Pete is too sweet. But those are up there.
Too sweet. Texas Pete is too sweet.
Are you talking to yourself right now?
All right.
What the fuck are you talking? Oh yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. That can go on anything at any point in time.
Yeah, we have to keep some in reserve because I drink it like Kool-Aid around here.
No.
Casper can trying to help.
Okay, I added myself back. You can, anytime you want, Junie, you're in control of whatever you do with your picture and shit and your audio. Is my mic good? I didn't spill any booze. How am I gonna spill booze on my mic? No one boozed me, okay? And this is alcohol, not booze. And my mic is connected to my phone. There's no way that could happen. Tapatio is up there. I think we talked about this. I don't know if you were here for it.
This one is good.
Yucatan? I don't know this one.
Ooh, this one kicks ass, especially with fried catfish and stuff like that. Yeah. Ooh, slap your mama. Oh my.
You know, slap your mama hot sauce.
I know. But it's good. I like this one.
There's a slap your mama and a slap your pappy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like down here on Bourbon and around there's all like the hot sauce stores where you go in and the whole store is selling every fucking hot sauce you could think of. But yeah, Tapatio is up there. I would say Tapatio I like better than Louisiana. Tapatio, Louisiana, then Texas Pete's. I think that's in order.
And you're absolutely right about Tabasco. I cannot stand Tabasco.
Tabasco, hey,
If
you like Tabasco sauce, fuck you. You're probably a truck driver. You probably fart.
Lasagna.
You bleed into your underwear. That shit is nasty. Your food is nasty. Your whole culture. Fuck you, Kentucky. I mean, I like the people from there, but I don't like the hot sauce. Is that where they make that, Kentucky? Where the fuck you make that? I like your
New Iberia, Louisiana. They make that Tabasco sauce. Them people are.
I said. Yeah, I mean, using a Tabasco isn't that a type of pepper? Tabasco is a type of pepper, right?
They still use cayenne. I don't know.
Yeah, well, whatever the fuck they're using, the only problem with their shit is they use too much vinegar.
Right.
And I don't need it in barrels.
Shit.
You know, that's what they do. They put all that wood and they make their whiskey and they make their bourbon, their whiskey, whatever the fuck they're doing. They got the sour mash. Okay, great. But you don't got to do that with your hot sauce too and put all the vinegar in there. It's shit. It's garbage. Nobody likes it. And people that say they like it are liars. They're just used to it. It's garbage. It's not hot sauce.
My scrambled eggs. Oh, you're sick.
Yeah, that's disgusting. You put that on scrambled eggs. What do you just like having like a hot anus all day? Do you like having to wipe your ass 6 or 7 times a day because you're just sweating out of your ass? And it's not even it doesn't even taste good. Stop it. I will give them this one thing. I told you the other day. I'll give them this one thing. The Chipotle hot sauce. I'll give them that. Because they got rid of the vinegar.
This is the shit right here, man.
Renfro's? Renfro's?
Yeah, anybody in Dallas knows what this is.
Is that hot cabbage, peppers, and onions and shit?
Man, you talk about
okay.
Baby.
You see, I like to eat that by itself. I'll just eat that. I don't want that on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're into fermentation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think I'm gonna start getting into more fermentation.
Yeah, like basically most of the fermentation for me happens right in my stomach. And then I'll just cut my asshole and see what kind of smell comes out. If it works in here, I'm gonna do it out there.
I saw some really fine Polish fermenting pots online today.
Oh, yeah. I think there's three wild different fermentation things. One is to do sauerkraut, the standard sauerkrauts. Then one is do like a kimchi kind of fermentation.
Hmm.
And the other fermentation is like just reserved for like wild. What the hell are we doing today? Fermentation. It doesn't. One is going to be the hot based Thai, cabbage, radish, hots, blah blah blah, and then simple German sauerkraut and cabbage, just base cabbage.
Route.
The sauerkraut, I got a can of sauerkraut in there. Sour, I've sauerkraut, pickled things, pickles, sauerkraut, olives, hearts of palm, artichokes, olive oil, and any kind of like hot those little red peppers they put in oil that shit is like
Yeah. My husband grows those.
those I want on the plate and I just want to eat it. Actually, I did a video like maybe 4 years ago. Like I think it was called "What Does Zen Eat," and people were confused because they're like, "Oh, you hate salt, but there's a lot of salt in there." I was like, "Yeah, I don't eat salt, but some of those are fermented in salt. I get it."
Sriracha. Is that the one that had which? What's the oot sauce? Like
UTZ?
no, I don't know the Vietnamese and the Chinese and all them people they got. Is that the chicken
Sriracha.
sauce? That's that chicken sauce, huh?
Yeah, it's sriracha.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, sriracha goes on Asian food and is really good with leafy greens and bamboo shoots, and like it goes into soups like there's just something a little it's very limey, very very potent. It's a sharp hot. Yes, it can only be used on certain things. It's not compatible. It's still a hot sauce. It's just it's a different realm of what you put it on. Like I can put hot sauce. Like I'll put that on eggs.
Yeah.
Sriracha goes on eggs, absolutely. With cilantro, and what else would you put on there? I would do cilantro, raw onions, white onions, tomatoes, sriracha on eggs. Fucking heaven right there. That's good.
Yum.
Also, one of my favorite.
Yeah, I want to drink another beer, but I don't know how that's going to sit with that.
Do it
with
now.
That milk, with that.
Oh, come on, hey! I mean, you got to tell your stomach what to do. You can't let your stomach control you.
Like Saturn, you're my bitch.
You're my bitch. You gonna do what I tell you. You gonna sit down there. You gonna relate. You guys gonna get along. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, one of the easiest breakfast meals that I really love is just to take salsa, just your standard everyday mild hot salsa, whatever you're into. It's got the green peppers, the onions, the tomato, blah blah blah, and put that with eggs and scrambled eggs with salsa. My favorite thing. And then you've got to chop up finely some cilantro. Yeah, salsa, cilantro, and scrambled eggs. I could. That's one of the things that I don't think about, but I could pretty much eat that every other day. I don't, but it's always like, why don't I eat this more often? It's because I don't buy chips and I don't buy salsa. That's probably why.
All right. Anyone want to participate up in this bitch?
Yeah. Oh, Judy, your picture of you right there. You look very pensive.
Pensive.
Yeah, you look pensive in that picture. You look like I'm gonna show you what your picture looks like.
One of my old army buddies says I have that come hither look.
Okay, that is not a come hither look. That is the opposite of come hither. That's like you look like a snake that's about to attack something, but you're like, should I do that right now? You're like, I will destroy you. I will eat
your liver and like it.
It could be the color. It could just be the yellow and the contrast of the blue and the red on your face.
Yeah.
It could be the coloring. It could be the lighting. But you do look a little bit like pensive aggressive.
Probably that's it. You're probably
Is that right? Is that
Yeah.
right? You're kind of like
Yeah.
this. You're kind of like, should
I'm
I?
trying
Should I not?
to attain balance, but I have some what do you call that?
You have a demon. You have a demon.
I have some detrimental aspects.
Yeah, you no, you yeah. By your day, I thought you were gonna say you have a demon seed living in you. That's what.
Pretty much, yeah. I could tell you more stories, but this is like for the afterworld, okay?
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that. That. Like.
What my purpose is to learn how to be nice and
Oh no 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 no.
yeah,
See.
because I'm mean and I need to not be so mean.
No 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 no. You let it go. Once you let the meanness go, your niceness will come out.
Yeah,
Next,
no,
if
I'm
you let,
Adolf
if
Hitler
you let your
reincarnated.
meanness come out, your niceness will come out. But if you're artificially nice people fucking suck. Artificially nice people, when they're doing it and people are like, why are you being rude to them? I'm like, I'm being honest. They're being inauthentic. Fuck their niceness because they
Yeah,
don't mean it.
inauthentic. I like that.
I don't like inauthentic nice. Inauthentic nice is way worse than somebody that is naturally mean.
Yeah,
Naturally
sometimes
mean,
I got to
losing
go through my
respect.
day pretty quiet because if I say my mind, I'll probably end up screaming at someone.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you need to go into you need to go into a little go into your
Bathrooms.
room, close the door, then go into your closet, close that door, and then get a pillow and scream the fuck the day out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they got those aggression rooms here in this town where you can go and rent the room and just tear up shit.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
The only dilemma with that, the only dilemma I see with that is the same way when people say they go to the gym and they'll hit a punching bag when they're angry, because then it psychologically associates when you're angry to physically assault something. So if you're
Mm,
really mad, go kill that room. I mean, yeah, it's great as like a one-off, like, okay, let me just fucking expend this energy. But to do like when people use that as a regular tactic, like go to the gym and fight something, those are
yeah.
the people that are gonna punch somebody in public.
Mm.
My way
So
of
I don't know. It's like primer, huh? Like
yeah, yeah, it's like if I'm angry, what I want to do is I want to make love to something. So that way it trains me that if I'm really angry, the only opposite equivocal response to being angry is to love something. If I'm fucking mad at a dog for shitting on the floor, I go,
I'm gonna beat your ass. Let's have sex.
no, I'm not. Why are you gonna say I'm gonna fuck with it? I'm gonna fuck a puppy.
Yeah,
That, did you said that, not me. You
I
implied
know.
that. That's gross. You nasty motherfucker. You know what I was saying.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That, anyways, where are we at here? Lozano is good. Yes, no, it's called Louisiana. It's
I
called.
better get off here. I don't want to be a buzzkill in this
No, you're
room.
not at all. I'm kidding. I'm kidding with you. I was just changing the subject from me fucking a puppy, which makes absolutely no sense in the
Wow.
world. Um, to
Gee.
Cholula is good. Immature taste buds, yes, yes. Sriracha is good if you want. On white rice, yeah, yeah, for sure. My favorite white rice meal, I think, is just really good ghee,
Ghee. Yeah, yeah.
and salt.
Mm.
Just a
Yeah.
tiny bit of salt. Even black salt is really good on that because it gives this really interesting. Um,
Black salt sun.
yeah, yeah. It gives it like that.
Won't you come?
What is it like that fart flavor? No, it is. It sounds really silly, but it's what is like a rotten egg? What's the smell? Sulfur, sulfur,
Sulfur.
rotten egg fart. But it's just so slight and so, but it's not exactly that. Little bit
Brimstone has some really great healing powers, but some people are allergic to it.
of what?
Brimstone, sulfur, sulfites, and
Oh, well, I thought you said rim job for some reason. Poop
it's time
jokes.
for another brewski.
Yeah, it's okay. Brewski time.
Come
Brimstone.
on, somebody's got to pull their panties up and come in the room. Come on.
Yeah, come on, somebody, come on, everyone. I've been holding this room together. Well, my insanity is holding together. Junie's trying to keep this all in order, and you guys are sitting there on the outskirts, just
It's like
playing with your taints or whatever you're doing.
life is a participation sport.
Yes.
And we do like to hear other people's voices.
Yeah.
Typing is one thing, but speaking is all another world.
Yeah. What I heard, some people participate by participating, other people participate by watching.
Yeah,
guess.
that's true. The
Yeah, I
voyeurs.
mean, but it is participation. But it's better if you talk or say something or type. You know, you could. I get it. I get it. It's scary. It's scary the first time. It's scary. It was very scary for me to talk. Like the first time I talked on camera, I probably looked like Juniper's picture. I was like, can I do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Should
No,
I?
I like your old
See,
stream, man.
no, not no. This is perfect. Is to give me something to like, it's like a
Like,
springboard of a joke. Like I look like a little passive, a little pensive. Like, should I jump off this bridge here? Should I say this? Ah! I love it.
really streaming. I'm going down in the 6 of Cups here in nostalgia.
Hey, I'm only on my third cup. Speaking of cups, let me see. I think I have a
Hey, do you still have that skull scepter?
skull scepter. Check it out.
Yeah, the pole. Ooh.
What are you talking
about?
I found my cards. Okay, anybody want to guess through the drunken stupidity to the nights I've went out and thrown cards at people and picked them up and just, I have fun with a deck of cards. I usually have to get a new one because I don't have all 52. How many cards are left in my deck here? Do I have all 52, you think? Anybody?
I think you got a Joker in there, so it might be 53.
Okay, well then there it is. See how quickly it happens? Let's see. So, but I can't tell. And there's the ace. Okay, I don't know. Oh, look at this. Aces just keep popping up. Look at that. Like aces just keep popping up. It's like they almost just kind of just cling to my hands. I don't know how that happens. All right, let's count out these cards and see if I have all of them. Then we'll play a card game. Oh, nice. That's my favorite deck. Or that's my favorite card right there.
Let me find that thing. Oh, I'm going to upload you an elephant.
Ah, yes. The elephants.
Rawr.
Oh, I found the fourth ace. Found all the kings. The second joker. Oh shit! Do I have 54 here?
A rage boner.
Oh, rage. Who's talking about rage boners?
Creative.
A rage boner when you hate something so much you want to have sex with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I've never had that because there are things that I want to, like I don't get excited about fighting. I don't get the hard on. I don't get
Can't eat it, can't beat it. Fuck it.
Yeah. You can't beat it. Fuck it. Join it. That kind of thing. No, I've never been that hateful to something. I don't spite fuck. I don't hate fuck. Funny enough, only one girl that I was really, really in love with. The only girl that I ever really hate fucked, where I was just like, I probably couldn't have come, and I was just like, I'm gonna fuck you until you can't breathe, until you've had so many orgasms you don't know what to do with yourself. It was kind of
like the first time.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, I will not come. I am just a robot now. Ah. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
They call me Dr. Ruthless.
I don't know if this math worked out good here. I might have more than I thought I had, or way less. Did you call me Dr. Ruthless?
I call myself that when I get up in the morning.
Do you want to change my hat to my Ruthless hat?
It's up to you. How you feeling about it?
No, I'm just counting out these cards again.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, I have the whole deck here. No shit. The whole deck. I don't know how I manage that because I've been carrying these cards with me in public, and I'll shuffle things and I'll throw cards at people. I'll get drunk and do stupid things, and I have the entire deck still.
Hey,
Normally after 2 weeks, I'll be 5 cards short.
play me a hand of blackjack. Deal me out.
Okay.
You can show it. And
Okay. I'm gonna do the standard practice of we'll cut. We'll shuffle. And then here we go. Let's do this. I know you can't see it, but I think you trust me. And then we're gonna cut. I'm gonna cut it right in half. There we go.
little girl.
And I'm gonna bury the first, and then I'm gonna blackjack. So it's 1 to you, 1 to me, flip to you, and I'll just flip mine. You can't see them. All right. Here's your cards. Oh, I can see them. Doesn't really matter.
That's all right.
It's 16. What do you do with a 16? That's a tough one.
Yeah, well, nothing to lose.
Well, I mean, as the okay. So who goes
I'm
first?
staying.
So you stay unless I have 21. The game's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to show you if my hand is where. So I have to hit. Do I hit first or do you go first? I forget how that works.
I already proclaimed.
Well, I know you said,
hold.
but as the you go first. So
Yeah.
I have to show you, or you don't. You still don't know what I have. You see one card. You see the 5, right?
Yeah, I see your 5.
So you're
potential.
you're playing. So basically,
You either have an 11 or a 10 or anything below.
So you're playing against a 15 or a 14, basically.
Correct. Yeah.
Or possibly 16. Yeah. So that's what you're playing against.
So I'm just gonna hold what I got because
you're gonna hold this. So if I flip it over, I have to hit on 15 or less or 16 or less. 16 or less in most cases.
17.
17 or less.
Mm-hmm. No,
Okay,
17 or 17 to 21.
17, 21, I hold. So 16 or less.
17 to 21, you beat me.
Okay, so I got 14. So I have to hit. So you're holding on
16.
16, and one card gives me 5 and 3 is 8, 17. You lose by 1.
By 1. That's right.
Oh, you should have. Now, if you would have hit.
No, if I would have picked it, I would have bust.
No, right? You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't have. You'd have 19.
What was the card you pulled? It was
3. 3.
Oh yeah.
You'd have been good.
The odds were horrible, man.
Wait, hold on. If you would have picked a 19 and you would have held a 19, then I would have had to hit on 14, which would have given me this. 19, which would now does that push or do I have to hit again?
I was like,
no, that's a push.
Yeah.
Because once I'm above 17, so that's a push.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to lose a dime, but he'll do a push to keep.
That's right. All right, so we'll push that. So okay, here you go. Shuffle again. Anybody want to play me in blackjack? You got to trust that I'm not fucking around on this side. I can't really prove that to you because it'll be hard. I'd have to change my camera angle and a bunch of shit going on here. Let's try it again. Okay, so we're doing
my mug shot here. Hang on.
Here we go. All right. So here's what you're looking at with me. That's right. Here's yours. It doesn't really matter. You have 18. And you're dealing. You have 18 against a jack. What do?
I'm staying put.
It's a good idea because I have 14. Still gives me a lot of outs, but doesn't give me a lot of wins. And I have busted. You won the first hand. We pushed the first. You won the second. Anybody want some of this? Because I in that drawer right there, I have the correct way to play blackjack.
Damn, you almost winning.
And I can count cards. Wait, don't tell anybody
that. CashApp, Venmo, all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
3 hours, damn near.
Oh shit! Look at this. Look at what you've scored yourself. Hearts, 21. Unbeatable. Now, if you get 21, you get paid out immediately in the casino because I'm sitting here as a dealer with only 13, so I'd still give myself 1 to try to at least tie you. Is that how it works? So 17. So I'd still lose. Yeah. So you win. Blackjack. Blackjack. I think you just win on blackjack unless I'm showing an ace or a heart or an ace or a 10. Not sure how that all works. Did Junie leave already? Yeah. Oh, and the only difference in this card game, playing blackjack with me, is you're playing against jokers. I put that anywhere I want in here. Probably still pull these out in order. Imagine that. See if I can do that. It's so funny because cards work a really weird way in my hand, and I have no idea what I'm doing with them at all. I know people that are very good, and they have absolute control over the deck of cards, where they know how they shuffle, they know exactly they're following cards. I don't do that, but somehow it always happens where I can just pick out a specific card, and there's nothing on the backs of these. These are, you can even see which ones they are. They're the guild ones. These are just a normal deck. Nothing special about them. I just pull the right ones out.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. I had to sit down in the command and control seat over here in the captain's chair.
Are you in the captain's chair?
Well, at the
Wait,
house.
watch.
No.
Watch. Let me show you how much control I have of these cards.
Zoop.
So, if I add 2 and 2, I get 4, and if I get 4 and 4, what's my next card? Ah, shit.
Oh, you wanted an 8, didn't you?
There it is.
Eights.
There it is.
Yeah.
2 is 4, and 4 and 4 is 8. Now, if I grab the next 8, then we eat today.
Spooky.
Now what's the
What
fucking
the hell?
what is the possibility is that you realize I am not doing anything with this.
Yeah.
Look at now, watch. This is all I've done.
Trips.
They just fall out like this. I really don't know how it happens. Look at, let me show you something. I don't know how this happens. Look at. I have no idea. There. Welcome to the game. It's just a weird thing that happens every time I touch cards. It's just shit falls out.
Joker,
They just fall out of the deck like this. See, they just fall out of the deck. It's like as if the whole deck was made of these things, and it's not. It's just a normal deck. It's really weird. Okay, back to what are we doing?
Hey, where's your Tsar deck?
Oh, you want to see that? Yeah, I'll go grab it right now.
Okay.
It's funny. I was looking for it the other day, and I forgot what I did with it. But imagine this. I haven't even done anything. What falls out the deck again?
Deuces and quads.
Oh, there it is. I thought that was the next one. Shit. Should have been the 8. Nope. Yeah, we screw up sometimes.
That was the rope turd that fell out of my ass.
That was a rope of turds. Is that what you said? 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
Oh, wait, we should go for halvesies.
Trips.
There you go. Go for halvesies. Next 2.
Completion.
That was supposed to be a jack. You get see. It's funny if you do it the right way, you can just tell a story how they fall out. But that was. Let me go grab the Tsar deck. This is just some one-off bullshit.
Hey, we're down to three.
Well. Do you want to? Okay, it's 3 hours in. You want to just start this over and see if more?
Yeah. Just kind of take a
Hey,
breath.
everybody that's here, come back. I'm just going to start this right over. Give me 2 seconds. That way I can go grab the deck and wash my nuts off because it's about 84 degrees in here right now. And I'm going to grab myself another drink. So I'll see you guys at 1:40. Let me just turn this off. I'll see you, Junie, and everybody else is in here. Come back in 5 minutes, and I'll name it something special for you idiots.
Idiot savants.